Hello, welcome. You found your way here to this quiet place, and that is enough. You do not need to do anything else right now. You do not need to be anywhere else. You do not need to solve anything or remember anything or plan anything. You are here, and here is a good place to be. It might be 3 in the morning where you are, or close to it, or some other hour that feels like 3 in the morning, that wide, still space in the middle of the night when the world has gone quiet and your mind, for whatever reason, has not. And that is perfectly fine. That happens to nearly everyone at some point. It does not mean anything is wrong with you. It does not mean you are broken or failing at sleep. It simply means you are awake, and awake is just another way of being alive, and being alive is nothing to worry about. So, let us just be here together for a while. I am going to tell you a story. It is a very slow story. It is the story of one quiet moment at 3 in the morning, and we are going to explore that single moment from every gentle angle we can find. We are going to look at what is happening in the room around you, and in the world outside your window, and in your own body, and in your own mind. And none of it will be frightening. None of it will be urgent. All of it will be soft and unhurried. You do not have to stay awake to hear all of it. In fact, it would be lovely if you drifted off somewhere along the way. That would be the best possible outcome. But if you stay awake for a while, that is fine too. Rest is still valuable even when you are not fully asleep. Lying still with your eyes closed, listening to a calm voice, letting your body be heavy and warm, all of that counts. All of that matters. Your body is resting even now. Let us begin with this idea, a simple one. Right now, at this very moment, your body is taking care of you. Even though you are awake, even though your mind might feel busy, your body is quietly doing its work. Your heart is beating at its own gentle pace. Your lungs are filling and emptying without you needing to think about it. Somewhere deep inside, cells are repairing themselves. Your immune system is patrolling, quietly and efficiently, checking that everything is in order. Your muscles are releasing tension, bit by bit, even if you do not notice it yet. All of this is happening right now, without any effort from you, and it will keep happening whether you are awake or asleep. So even in this moment of wakefulness, you are not wasting time. You are not falling behind. Your body is doing exactly what it knows how to do, and it has been doing it for your entire life. It is very, very good at this. Now, let us settle in. Let us look around. The room you are in right now is probably dark, or mostly dark. There might be a small light somewhere, maybe the faint glow of a clock, maybe a sliver of light from under a door, or from a street lamp outside filtering through the edge of a curtain. Whatever light there is, it is soft. It is not demanding your attention. It is just there, the way light is always there at the edges of things, quietly doing its job of being visible without being bright. The air in the room has a temperature. You might notice it now if you turn a small part of your attention to it. The air on your face, on any part of your skin that is exposed above the covers. It might be cool. It might be just right. Whatever it is the air that surrounds you, and it is moving very gently, so gently you can barely feel it, in and out of your lungs, across the surface of your skin. Your bed is holding you. This is such a simple thing that we almost never think about it, but right now, in this quiet moment, it is worth noticing. The mattress beneath you is pressing up against your body with exactly the same force that gravity is pressing you down. You are being held. You are supported. You do not have to hold yourself up. You do not have to brace or grip or tense. The bed is doing all of that for you. Feel the places where your body meets the bed. Your shoulder blades, perhaps. The back of your head against the pillow. Your hips, your heels, if you are lying on your back, or the side of your body if you are on your side. Wherever you are touching the mattress, There is a gentle pressure, a warmth that has built up between your body and the surface beneath you. That warmth is yours. You created it just by being here, just by being alive and warm-blooded, and the bed is holding that warmth close to you like a gift you gave yourself. The pillow beneath your head has shaped itself to you. It has taken the form of your head and neck, and it is cradling you. You do not need to adjust it. You do not need to find a better position. Wherever you are right now is fine. Just notice the softness of it, the way it gives a little when you breathe, the way it holds you without gripping. The sheets and blankets over you have their own weight, not a heavy weight, not an uncomfortable weight, but a present one. You can feel them resting over your chest, your stomach, your legs. They are covering you. They are keeping the warmth close. There is something deeply comforting about being covered, about having a layer between yourself and the open air, like a gentle boundary that says, this is your space, this is where you are safe, this is where you can rest. And the room around you is quiet, not perfectly silent perhaps. There might be the hum of something electrical, a refrigerator in another room, a fan, the distant sound of a heating or cooling system doing its work. There might be the sound of the building itself, the tiny creaks and sighs that all structures make as they settle. There might be sounds from outside, a car passing slowly on a distant road, the rustle of wind in leaves, the far-off sound of a train or an airplane or nothing at all. Whatever sounds there are, they are the sounds of the world going about its business while you rest. They are the sounds of 3 a.m, and they are not threatening. They are just the quiet soundtrack of a world that is mostly asleep. Let us stay here for a moment. Let us just be in this room, in this bed, at this hour. There is something particular about 3 a.m. It is not the beginning of the night, and it is not yet the morning. It is the deepest part of the in-between. If you think of the night as a long, slow valley, 3 a.m. is somewhere near the bottom, the lowest and quietest point, where the world is at its most still, and you are here, in that stillness, and there is nowhere else you need to be. The person in the bed, the one listening to this voice, they have had a day, a whole day full of things. Some of those things were easy, and some were harder. Some of them are already forgotten, and some of them are still lingering at the edges of thought. But none of those things need attention right now. The day is over. It ended hours ago, and the next day has not yet begun. Right now, in this in-between place, there is only this, the bed, the dark, the quiet, the slow rise and fall of breath. And that is enough. That is more than enough. Let us notice the breath for a moment. Not to change it, not to breathe in any special way, just to notice it. The way air comes in through your nose, cool and smooth. The way it fills your chest, gently expanding your ribs. The way there is a tiny pause at the top, a little moment of fullness. And then the exhale, warm and soft, the air leaving your body, your chest settling back down, your ribs relaxing, in and out. That is all. That is the whole rhythm. It has been going on since the very first moment of your life, and it will continue for a long, long time. You do not need to manage it. You do not need to improve it. It is happening perfectly well on its own. If you like, you might let the exhale be just a little bit longer than the inhale. Not by much. Not in any rigid or counted way. Just a gentle lengthening, like letting a wave recede slowly from the shore. The inhale comes in, and the exhale goes out, and it takes just a little longer going out. That is all. And if that feels like too much to think about, then do not think about it. Just breathe, however you breathe. However you are breathing right now is fine. The room is still here. The bed is still holding you. The pillow is still soft. The covers are still warm. The clock, if there is one, is still showing some number that you do not need to look at. The hour does not matter. The minutes do not matter. Only this moment matters. and this moment is quiet and safe. Outside your window, the world is very still. In whatever place you live, whether it is a city or a town or somewhere in the countryside, the world outside at 3 in the morning has a particular quality of rest. The streets are mostly empty, the shops are closed, the offices are dark, the parks are quiet, even the birds are sleeping, most of them tucked into their roosts with their heads under their wings, their small hearts beating slowly, their small bodies warm and still. If you are in a city, there might be a street lamp casting a pool of orange or white light onto the pavement below your window. That light is just sitting there, doing nothing in particular, illuminating a patch of ground that no one is walking on. It is a patient light. It does not care that no one is looking at it. It is just there, steady and calm, the way the moon is there, the way the stars are there, shining whether anyone notices or not. If you are somewhere quieter, somewhere with less light and more sky, the stars might be visible tonight. Thousands of them, millions of them, each one a sun in its own right, impossibly far away, impossibly old, shining with light that left them years or centuries or millennia ago. And here you are, lying in your bed, and those ancient photons are arriving right now, at this very moment, completing journeys that began before you were born. There is something peaceful about that, something that puts the size of your worries into a different perspective, not to dismiss them, but to hold them gently, the way you might hold a small stone and then set it down. But we do not need to think about anything so vast right now. We can stay close. We can stay in this room, in this bed, in this breath. Let us return to the body. Your body, right now, in this bed, it is doing so many things. Let us appreciate just a few of them. Your heart is beating. It beats about 60 to 80 times a minute while you rest, a steady rhythm that you can sometimes feel if you place your hand on your chest or notice the pulse in your wrist or your neck. Each beat is sending blood through your entire body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell, carrying away waste, maintaining the incredible, intricate system that keeps you alive. Your heart has been doing this every single moment of every single day since before you were born. It does not take breaks. It does not get confused. It just beats, steadily and faithfully, and it is beating right now. Your lungs are working. They are expanding and contracting, pulling in fresh air and releasing the air your body has used. The oxygen in the air you breathe is crossing from your lungs into your blood, hitching a ride on red blood cells, traveling to every corner of your body. And the carbon dioxide, the gentle waste product of your cells doing their work, is traveling back to your lungs and being exhaled into the room. This exchange is happening right now with every single breath, and it is effortless. Your brain is active, even at this hour. It is processing the sound of this voice. It is maintaining your awareness of the room, the bed, the temperature. It is running all the background programs that keep you alive, regulating your heart rate, your breathing, your temperature, your digestion, and it is doing something else, too. It is working on things you are not even aware of. It is sorting through the day's experiences, deciding what to keep and what to let go of, strengthening some memories and gently fading others. This is one of the things the brain does at night, and it does it whether you are fully asleep or simply resting quietly. Even now, in this moment of wakefulness, your brain is tidying up, filing away, making sense of things. This is one of the beautiful secrets of the night. The work does not stop just because you are awake. Your body and brain continue their quiet maintenance, their gentle repair work, their careful sorting and organizing. Rest is valuable. Lying still is valuable. Being here, in this bed, listening to this voice, is valuable. You are not wasting this time. You are giving your body the stillness it needs to do its work. So let us just be still together. Let us be in this room, in this bed, in this one quiet moment at 3 in the morning. and let us see what else there is to notice, slowly, gently, with no hurry at all. The blanket over you has a texture. You might notice it now. The fabric against your skin, against the backs of your hands if they are resting on your chest, or against your chin if the covers are pulled up near your face. It might be smooth. It might be slightly rough. It might be flannel or cotton or something else entirely. Whatever it is a familiar texture, a texture that belongs to your nighttime, to your rest, to this safe place where you sleep. And the pillow has a temperature. The side your face is resting on has become warm from your body heat. It is your warmth, absorbed and reflected back to you. If you were to turn the pillow over, the other side would be cool, and that coolness would feel pleasant against your cheek. But you do not need to move. You are comfortable enough. You are settled. There is something about 3 a.m. that makes the smallest things feel significant. The tick of a clock, if there is one. The faint creak of a floorboard. The way the light shifts almost imperceptibly as a cloud moves across the moon. These tiny events, barely worth noticing during the day, take on a kind of gentle importance in the deep quiet of the night. Not because they mean anything in particular, but because they are the only things happening. The world has gotten so quiet that even the smallest sounds and movements are noticeable, and there is something lovely about that. It means your senses are working. It means you are alive and aware in this beautiful, still moment. And you are safe. This is worth saying, and worth saying again. You are safe. Whatever is out there in the world, whatever happened today, whatever might happen tomorrow, right now, in this moment, you are lying in your bed, and you are safe. The door is closed. The walls are around you. The roof is above you. You are enclosed in a small, warm space that is yours, and nothing is required of you. You can just be here. You can just rest. Let the thought of safety settle over you like another blanket. Let it cover you gently, adding its weight to the covers already on your body. You are safe. You are held. You are resting. And that is all you need to be doing right now. Now, let us talk about thoughts for a moment, because if you are awake at 3 a.m, there is a good chance that your mind is doing something. It might be worrying. It might be replaying something that happened earlier. It might be running through a list of things you need to do tomorrow or next week or someday. It might be jumping from one topic to another, connecting things that do not really connect, making strange associations in the way that only a nighttime mind can do. And all of that is normal. All of that is what minds do at this hour. Think of your thoughts right now like birds in a sky. If you were standing in a field during the day and you looked up, you might see birds flying overhead. Some of them would be close and clear, and you could make out the shape of their wings. Some would be far away, just tiny dots drifting across the blue, and none of them would require anything from you. They are just passing through. They are just doing what birds do. Your thoughts at 3 a.m. are the same. They are passing through. They are doing what thoughts do. You do not need to catch any of them. You do not need to follow any of them. You do not need to examine them or argue with them or figure them out. You can just let them fly by, one after another, crossing the sky of your mind and disappearing over the horizon. There is a reason why thoughts feel louder at night. During the day, your brain is busy processing a huge amount of information. There is light and noise and conversation and movement and tasks and decisions and 1,000 other things competing for your attention. Your brain has a kind of filtering system, a way of sorting through all of that input and deciding what is important and what can be ignored. It is very good at this during the day. It has to be, because there is so much going on. But at 3 a.m, nearly all of that external input has gone away. The room is dark. The world is quiet. There are very few new things for your brain to process. And so the filtering system, the part of your brain that usually keeps thoughts at a manageable volume, relaxes a little. It dials down. And when it does, the thoughts that are already there, the worries, the memories, the plans, they seem to get louder, not because they have changed, but because the background noise has dropped away, like the way you can suddenly hear a dripping tap when the television is turned off. The tap was dripping the whole time. You just could not hear it over everything else, and your thoughts were there the whole time too. They are not louder because they are more important. They are not louder because something has gone wrong. They are louder simply because the world has gotten quiet, and they are the only thing left to hear. This is completely normal. This is how brains work. And it does not mean that the thoughts themselves deserve your attention right now. They will still be there in the morning, if they are important. And if they are not important, they will fade away on their own, the way most nighttime thoughts do. So let them be. Let the birds fly by. Let the dripping tap drip. You do not need to fix it tonight. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine you are sitting by a river. It is a slow, wide river, and the water is moving past you, calm and steady. On the surface of the river, there are leaves. Dozens of leaves, maybe hundreds, floating on the current, each one a different shape and color. Some are large and some are small. Some are green and some are gold and some are brown. And they are all moving, drifting downstream, carried by the gentle current of the water. Each of those leaves is a thought. And the river is the flow of your mind, the steady stream of consciousness that moves through you all the time, waking and sleeping. You are sitting on the bank, watching the leaves go by. You do not need to reach into the water and grab any of them. You do not need to sort them or count them or arrange them in any particular order. You can just sit and watch. You can just let them float past. And every now and then, you might notice a particular leaf. Maybe it is brighter than the others, or larger, or moving in an interesting way. You might watch it for a moment, and that is fine, but then you let it go. You let it continue downstream, and you turn your attention back to the river as a whole, to the gentle flow of the water, to the sound it makes as it moves, and you wait for the next leaf to drift by. This is what it is like to be awake at 3 a.m. with an active mind. You are sitting by the river of your thoughts, and the leaves are floating past, and you do not need to do anything about any of them. You can just sit. You can just watch. You can just be here. And if a particular thought keeps coming back, if the same leaf keeps floating by again and again, that is okay too. Sometimes thoughts are persistent. Sometimes they circle around. But even a persistent thought is still just a leaf on the water. It cannot hurt you. It is not making you do anything. It is just there, floating, and you can acknowledge it each time it passes and then let it go again. You are safe. Your thoughts cannot harm you. They are just thoughts. They are just the natural activity of a mind that is awake in a quiet world, doing what minds do. Now let us return to the body for a moment. Let us come back from the sky and the river and settle into something physical and real. Feel your feet, wherever they are right now, under the covers, touching each other or not, warm or cool. Just notice them. Your feet have carried you through this entire day. They have stood and walked and climbed and supported you through everything. And now they are resting. They are done for the day. They do not need to go anywhere. They can just be still. Feel your legs, the weight of them on the mattress, the way gravity is pulling them gently downward. The muscles in your legs are relaxing, letting go of the tension they held during the day. Every step you took, every stair you climbed, every time you stood up or sat down, your legs were working, and now they are resting. They are heavy and warm and still. Feel your hips, your lower back, the base of your spine. This is the center of your body, the foundation. It is pressing into the mattress, supported by the bed, and the muscles around it are softening. You do not need to hold any tension here. You can let everything settle. You can let your weight be fully supported. Feel your stomach, your chest, the gentle rise and fall of your breathing, the soft movement of your ribs expanding and contracting. Your stomach is warm, your chest is warm. Everything inside you is continuing its quiet work, digestion, circulation, all the invisible processes that keep you going, and none of it needs your conscious attention. It is all happening on its own, perfectly and quietly. Feel your shoulders. This is a place where many people hold tension without even knowing it. Your shoulders might be slightly raised, slightly tight, even now. If you notice any tension there, you can let it go. Let your shoulders drop, just a tiny bit, just a millimeter or two toward the bed. Feel them settle. Feel the weight of your arms becoming a little heavier as your shoulders release. That is good. That is your body letting go of something it no longer needs to carry. Feel your hands. Wherever they are resting, on your chest, by your sides, under the pillow, your hands have done so much today. They have held things and typed things and opened things and touched things and gestured and gripped and released, and now they are still. The fingers are relaxed, the palms are soft. There is no tension in your hands. There is nothing they need to hold on to. They can just rest, open and easy, like leaves that have fallen from a tree and are lying on the ground, perfectly still. Feel your neck. The muscles of your neck support the weight of your head all day long, and they work hard. But right now, the pillow is doing that job. Your neck muscles can let go. They can soften. The pillow is holding your head, and your neck can simply rest. Feel your jaw. Another place where tension often hides. Your jaw might be slightly clenched, your teeth slightly pressed together. If so, let your jaw drop just a tiny bit. Let your lips part slightly. Let the muscles around your mouth and cheeks soften. There is no expression you need to hold on your face right now. No smile, no frown, no concentration. Your face can be completely neutral, completely at ease, like the face of someone who is peacefully sleeping. Feel your eyes. They are closed, or nearly so. Behind your eyelids, your eyes might still be moving a little, flicking back and forth, but they can settle too. Let them rest in whatever position feels natural. There is nothing to look at right now, nothing to focus on. The darkness behind your eyelids is soft and warm and empty, and that emptiness is restful. Feel your forehead, smooth and relaxed. No furrow, no wrinkle of concentration. Just smooth, calm skin. Let any tension there dissolve, like frost melting from a window in the morning sun, slowly and completely. Now you have noticed your whole body, from your feet to the top of your head, and your whole body is here, in this bed, at this hour, resting. Every part of you is being held by the mattress and the pillow and the covers. Every part of you is warm and supported, and you do not need to do anything more than this. You do not need to be anywhere else or do anything else. You are here, and that is enough. Let us stay with the breath for another moment. The breath that has been continuing all through this, in and out, steady and calm, like waves on a very gentle shore. Imagine, if you like, a beach at night. A wide, smooth beach under a sky full of stars, and the ocean is calm, almost perfectly flat, and the waves are small and slow. They come in with a soft hush, spreading across the sand, and then they retreat with a quiet sigh, pulling back into the darkness of the water. Your breath is like those waves. The inhale is the wave coming in, gentle and easy, filling you with fresh air. And the exhale is the wave going out, soft and slow, carrying with it anything you do not need. Tension, worry, the remnants of the day. The wave carries it all out to sea, and the shore is left clean and smooth, ready for the next wave to arrive. In and out, hush and sigh. The rhythm of the ocean, the rhythm of your breathing, the rhythm of this quiet moment at 3 in the morning. There is something else happening in your body right now that you might not be aware of. While you have been lying here, your brain has been producing a chemical called melatonin. You might have heard of it. Melatonin is sometimes called the sleep hormone, although it is more like a sleep signal. It does not knock you out. It simply tells your body that it is nighttime, that the environment is dark, and that sleep is appropriate. Your brain has a tiny structure called the pineal gland, which is about the size of a grain of rice, tucked deep in the center of your head. When the light fades in the evening, when your eyes register that the world is getting darker, the pineal gland begins to release melatonin into your bloodstream. This happens gradually, starting a couple of hours before your usual bedtime, and the levels of melatonin continue to rise through the night. Right now, at 3 in the morning, your melatonin levels are probably near their peak. Your body is swimming in this gentle signal that says, "It is night, it is time to rest, everything is as it should be." Even though you are awake, the melatonin is there, doing its quiet work, keeping your body in nighttime mode, maintaining the conditions that support rest and repair. And at the same time, another hormone called cortisol is beginning to stir. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, and it sometimes gets a bad reputation, but it is actually essential to your daily functioning. Cortisol helps you wake up. It helps you feel alert and ready to face the day. And in the very early hours of the morning, usually around 3 or 4 o'clock, your body begins to produce small amounts of cortisol as part of its natural preparation for morning. This is not a sign of stress. This is not your body panicking. This is simply the beginning of a gradual, gentle process that will bring you from the depths of nighttime rest toward the brightness of morning wakefulness. It is like the very first, faintest hint of color on the eastern horizon before dawn. The sunrise is still hours away, but the body is already beginning to prepare, slowly and quietly in the background. This gentle rise in cortisol is one of the reasons why waking at 3 or 4 in the morning is so common. Your body is starting to shift from deep nighttime mode toward morning mode, and as it does, your sleep becomes lighter and waking becomes more likely. This is not a malfunction. This is the body doing exactly what it is designed to do. So, if you are awake at this hour, know that your body is simply moving through its natural rhythm. It is doing what it has done every night of your life, cycling through the waves of sleep and wakefulness, hormones rising and falling like tides, and this particular awakening is just a small wave in a vast and steady ocean. You will sleep again, perhaps soon, perhaps after a while, but it will come, because your body knows how to sleep. It has been sleeping your entire life. It does not need you to figure it out or force it. It just needs a little time, a little stillness, a little patience. And you are giving it all of those things right now, simply by being here, simply by resting. You are doing beautifully, truly. You do not need to try harder. You do not need to relax more. You are already resting, already giving your body what it needs. This is enough. Let us take a gentle walk through the world outside your window, just in our imagination. Let us leave the bed for a moment, not with our bodies. Our bodies stay right where they are, warm and heavy and comfortable. But with our minds, let us drift out through the wall of your room and into the world at 3 in the morning. The street outside is empty, or nearly so. The pavement is there, solid and still, and whatever light falls upon it, from a street lamp, from the moon, from a porch light left on, is falling on nothing in particular. There are no footsteps on this street right now, no voices, just the street, the light, and the silence. The trees, if there are trees near your home, are standing quietly in the dark. They do not sleep the way we do, but they do rest. At night, trees slow down their metabolic processes. Their leaves droop slightly. The flow of water from roots to branches slows. They are still alive, still growing, but they are doing it at a gentler pace. Even the trees are resting at 3 in the morning. The sky above is vast. If the sky is clear where you are, it is full of stars, each one a distant sun burning steadily in the darkness. And between the stars there is more darkness, the deep black of space, stretching on and on without end. And somewhere up there, the moon might be visible, full or half or just a thin crescent, reflecting the light of our sun back down to us. A second-hand glow that is soft and silvery and somehow always comforting. If the sky is cloudy, that is peaceful too. The clouds are like a blanket over the world, holding in warmth, blocking out the sky, creating a low, soft ceiling over everything. The clouds are moving, slowly, pushed by winds that you cannot feel down here on the ground, drifting from one horizon to the other, carrying moisture and coolness, going wherever the wind takes them. Somewhere in the distance, there might be other people awake. A nurse finishing a long shift, a truck driver on a quiet highway, a parent rocking a small child who cannot sleep, a baker starting the morning's bread, a security guard watching a bank of screens in a quiet building. All of these people are out there, sharing this hour with you, each in their own small pool of light, each going about their own quiet business. You are not alone in being awake. You are part of a quiet community of nighttime wakefulness, scattered across the world, each person in their own place, each person doing what they need to do. But you do not need to do anything. Your only job right now is to rest, and you are doing it. Let us come back to the room, back to the bed, back to the warmth and the softness and the safety of this place. Your body has sunk a little deeper into the mattress during this time. You might not have noticed, but the muscles in your back and legs and shoulders have been slowly releasing, slowly letting go, and you are a fraction of a millimeter closer to the bed than you were when we started. This is the body's natural response to stillness and safety. When you feel safe, your muscles relax. When you feel calm, your body lets go. And it is doing that right now, bit by bit, without any effort from you. Your breathing has probably slowed down a little too, not because you are trying to breathe slowly, but because your body is settling. When the body feels safe and calm, it naturally slows its breathing rate. The breaths become a little deeper, a little longer, a little more efficient. This is a sign that things are going well. This is a sign that your body is moving in the right direction, toward rest, toward stillness, toward that comfortable place where sleep might come. And if your breathing has not slowed, that is fine too. Everyone's body moves at its own pace. There is no rush. There is no deadline. There is only this moment, and this breath, and this bed, and this quiet, dark room at 3 a.m. You are safe. You are resting. Your body knows what to do. Let us talk a little about what happens when you sleep. Not to pressure you into sleeping, because there is no pressure here, but just because it is interesting, and understanding it might make this moment feel more comfortable. When you fall asleep, your brain does not simply switch off. It transitions through several different stages, like moving from one room to another in a large, quiet house. Each stage has its own character, its own purpose, its own quality of rest. The first stage is very light sleep. It is the bridge between wakefulness and sleep, and it lasts only a few minutes. In this stage, your muscles begin to relax more deeply. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing becomes more regular. Your thoughts, which may have been swirling and jumping, begin to slow down and become more dreamlike. You might experience a sensation of falling or a sudden twitch, which is called a hypnic jerk, and it is completely normal. It is just your muscles letting go as your brain shifts from wake mode to sleep mode. The second stage is still light sleep, but it is deeper than the first. Your brain activity slows further, though it is still doing things. It is producing little bursts of activity called sleep spindles, which are thought to help with memory consolidation, the process of turning short-term memories into long-term ones. Your body temperature drops slightly. Your heart rate continues to slow. You are drifting deeper into the house of sleep, moving away from the front door of wakefulness and into the quieter rooms. The third stage is deep sleep. This is the most restorative stage, the one where your body does its most important repair work. During deep sleep, your brain produces slow, rhythmic waves of activity, large and sweeping, like the long, slow swells of a calm ocean. Your blood pressure drops. Your breathing becomes very regular and slow. Your body releases growth hormone, which helps with tissue repair, muscle recovery, and cellular maintenance. Your immune system becomes more active, producing proteins that help fight infection and inflammation. This is the stage where your body truly heals and restores itself. Deep sleep happens mostly in the first half of the night. By 3 a.m, you have likely already had most of your deep sleep for the night. This is normal and good. It means your body has already done much of its most important restorative work. The second half of the night tends to be lighter, with more time spent in the next stage. The fourth stage is REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is the stage where most vivid dreaming occurs. During REM sleep, your brain becomes very active, almost as active as when you are awake, but your body is essentially paralyzed, which prevents you from acting out your dreams. Your eyes move rapidly back and forth behind your closed eyelids, which is where the name comes from. REM sleep is thought to be important for emotional processing, creativity, and a certain kind of memory consolidation that is different from what happens in deep sleep. During REM, your brain is sorting through emotional experiences, making connections between ideas, and sometimes producing the strange, vivid narratives we call dreams. This is your brain making sense of the world, processing the emotional texture of your day, and preparing you to face tomorrow with a clearer mind. The important thing to understand is that these stages cycle throughout the night. You do not go through them once and then stay in one place. Instead, your brain cycles through them again and again, roughly every 90 minutes or so. And as the night goes on, the composition of each cycle changes. Early in the night, the cycles contain more deep sleep. Later in the night, they contain more REM sleep and more light sleep. This is why waking at 3 or 4 in the morning is so common. You are in the lighter part of the night, cycling through stages that are closer to the surface of wakefulness, and it is perfectly natural to briefly wake up between cycles. Most of the time, these brief awakenings are so short that you do not even remember them. You surface for a moment, shift your position, and sink right back into sleep. But sometimes, for whatever reason, the awakening lingers a little longer, and you find yourself fully awake, lying in the dark, wondering why you are not asleep. And that is what has happened tonight. You have surfaced between cycles, and the awakening has lasted a little longer than usual. That is all. It is not a crisis. It is not insomnia, necessarily. It is just a slightly longer pause between sleep cycles, and it happens to nearly everyone more often than you might think. So, let us use this pause gently. Let us rest in it. Let us treat this awakening as a small, quiet gift, a moment to be here in the dark and the stillness, and to appreciate the fact that your body has already done so much restorative work tonight, and will do more before morning comes. You are doing well. You are resting. And that is all you need to do. Here is something lovely to think about. At this very hour, somewhere not far from where you are, a small bird is sleeping. It might be a sparrow or a finch or a robin, tucked into a hedge or a hole in a wall or the crook of a tree branch. And the way it sleeps is remarkable. Most small birds sleep with one eye open. Not in the way we use that expression, meaning cautiously. They literally close one eye and keep the other one partly open. And the reason is that birds can put one half of their brain to sleep while the other half stays awake. This is called unihemispheric sleep. One hemisphere rests while the other keeps watch. Then, After a while, they switch. The resting half wakes up, and the alert half takes its turn sleeping. This means the bird is always half resting and half aware, always ready to fly if it needs to, but also always getting some measure of sleep. It is a beautiful adaptation, one that has allowed small birds to survive for millions of years despite being surrounded by danger in the dark. And here's the thing that connects this to you. You are not a bird. You do not need to keep one eye open. You do not need to stay half alert. You are in a safe place, in a warm bed, behind closed doors and solid walls, and you can let both halves of your brain rest, both hemispheres, both eyes closed. Everything can stand down, everything can relax, because you are safe, completely and thoroughly safe, in a way that the little bird in the hedge can never quite be. So let yourself have what the bird cannot have, a complete rest, a total surrender to stillness, both eyes closed, both halves of the brain at ease. Everything soft, everything quiet, everything held, and the little bird in the hedge, it is doing fine. It has been sleeping this way for its entire life, and it will wake up in a few hours and sing, bright and clear, the way it does every morning. And you will wake up too, in your own time, and the day will begin, and everything will be as it should be. But for now, both you and the bird are resting, each in your own way, each in your own place, sharing this quiet hour in the middle of the night. Let us think about something else now, something you may have experienced today or perhaps yesterday without thinking much about it: yawning. You may have yawned at some point today, perhaps multiple times. And if you are thinking about yawning now, you might feel the urge to yawn again, because yawning is contagious, even when you just think about it or read about it. That is perfectly normal. If you feel the urge, go ahead. Let it happen. A yawn is one of the most satisfying things the body does. For a long time, scientists thought yawning was about getting more oxygen into the body, but that idea has largely been set aside. The current thinking is that yawning helps to cool the brain. When you yawn, you take a deep breath and stretch the muscles of your jaw and face, and this increases blood flow to the brain and slightly lowers its temperature. It is like opening a window in a warm room to let in a little fresh air. And yawning is contagious for a reason that is quite touching. We yawn when we see others yawn because of empathy. The part of our brain that helps us understand and connect with other people responds to the sight of a yawn by triggering one of its own. It is a tiny, involuntary act of social bonding, a way of saying, without words, I feel what you feel. So if you yawn right now, that is your brain responding to the idea of rest, to the suggestion of sleepiness, to the gentle social connection of listening to a voice that is talking about sleep. It is your brain saying, yes, I understand. Rest sounds good. Let us do that. And if you do not yawn, that is fine too. Your brain is resting in its own way, at its own pace, and it does not need to yawn to do it well. Let us settle into something soft now. Let us think about the sheets you are lying on. Whatever fabric your sheets are made of, cotton or linen or something else, that fabric has a story. If it is cotton, those fibers began as part of a plant, growing in a field somewhere warm, under a wide sky, drinking in sunlight and rain. The cotton plant grows a small, white, fluffy ball around its seeds, a kind of protective cloud, and that cloud is harvested and spun into thread and woven into fabric that eventually became the sheets on your bed. There is something peaceful about that. The idea that the cloth touching your skin right now was once part of a living plant, growing in a field, absorbing sunlight. In a way, when you wrap yourself in cotton sheets, you are wrapping yourself in stored sunlight, in the energy of a warm day in a field far away, transformed through a long chain of gentle processes into something soft and comfortable and perfect for sleeping in. And if your sheets are linen, they came from the flax plant, a slender, graceful plant with small blue flowers that has been grown for thousands of years, one of the oldest cultivated plants in the world. People have been sleeping on linen for millennia, in ancient Egypt, in medieval Europe, in farmhouses and palaces and ordinary homes all over the world. There is a long, long history of humans wrapping themselves in plant fibers and lying down to rest, and you are part of that history tonight. Whatever your sheets are made of, they are holding you. They are between you and the mattress, smooth and familiar, and they smell like your home, like your life, like the particular combination of laundry, soap, and warmth and you that makes your bed uniquely yours. This scent is comforting in a way that goes very deep because the olfactory system, the part of the brain that processes smell, is closely connected to the parts of the brain that handle memory and emotion. The smell of your own bed is a signal to your brain that says, "This is a safe place. This is a familiar place. This is where we rest." So breathe in gently and notice whatever you can smell. It might not be much. It might just be the faint, warm scent of clean fabric and your own skin. But whatever it is the scent of home, and it is the scent of safety, and it is another one of those small, invisible signals that your brain uses to prepare for sleep. Here is another quiet fact for the nighttime, something beautiful and strange that is happening right now, somewhere in the world. In the deep ocean, miles beneath the surface, where no sunlight has ever reached, there are creatures that make their own light. This is called bioluminescence, which simply means living light. Jellyfish, deep sea fish, tiny plankton, they all produce light through chemical reactions in their bodies, glowing in the absolute darkness of the deep sea. If you could somehow visit the deep ocean right now, at 3 a.m, you would see a galaxy of tiny lights, blue and green and white, drifting and pulsing in the blackness. Some creatures use their light to attract food. Some use it to find mates. Some use it to confuse predators, releasing clouds of glowing particles the way a squid releases ink. And some, scientists believe, simply glow because that is what they do. The way stars shine, the way fireflies flash, the way your heart beats, not because anyone asked them to, but because it is their nature. There is something comforting about the idea that even in the darkest places in the world, there is light. Even at the bottom of the ocean, where the pressure is immense and the darkness is total, something is glowing. And even at 3 a.m, in the deepest, darkest part of the night, you are here, warm and alive and aware, a kind of light in your own right, glowing with consciousness, with breath, with the quiet warmth of a body at rest. You are a light in the darkness, not a bright, blazing light, a soft one, a gentle one, like one of those deep-sea creatures, pulsing quietly, needing nothing, demanding nothing, just being, just glowing, just existing in the dark. And that is beautiful. And that is enough. Let us return to the breath again, this gentle companion, this rhythm that has been with you since the beginning. Imagine, if you like, that your breath is like the wind moving through a forest at night. Picture a forest, a quiet, gentle forest of tall trees, birch or pine or oak, whatever kind of tree feels most peaceful to you. The trees are standing tall and still in the darkness, their branches reaching up toward the sky. And through the forest, a very soft wind is blowing. It is not a strong wind. It is not bending the branches or shaking the leaves. It is just a whisper of air, moving between the trunks, brushing against the bark, passing through the spaces between the leaves. That wind is your breath. When you inhale, the wind moves into the forest, bringing fresh, cool air, touching everything it passes. And when you exhale, the wind moves out again, carrying with it the warmth of the trees, the scent of pine needles or damp earth, the gentle energy of a living forest at rest. In and out. The wind moves through the trees. Your breath moves through your body. And the forest stands quiet and still, not disturbed by the wind, but gently nourished by it. The trees need the air. Your body needs the breath. And it comes, and it goes, and it comes again, reliable and steady, asking nothing of you in return. Stay in the forest for a moment, if you like. Imagine yourself standing in a small clearing, surrounded by trees. The sky above is dark and full of stars, visible through the canopy. The ground beneath your feet is soft with pine needles or fallen leaves, and it is warm, holding the last traces of the day's sun. There are no sounds except the wind, the distant call of an owl, perhaps, or the tiny rustling of a small animal moving through the underbrush. Everything is peaceful. Everything is safe. You are alone in this forest, but it does not feel lonely. It feels restful. It feels like a place where you can set down everything you are carrying and just stand and breathe and be. You do not need to stay in this forest. You can come back to your bedroom whenever you like. The forest is just an image, a gentle place for your mind to rest while your body lies warm and still in the bed. But if it helps, stay a while. Let the wind blow through the trees. Let the stars shine overhead. Let the forest hold you the way the bed holds you, steady and safe and unconcerned with the passage of time. Now let us think about something gentle and interesting. Let us think about what your body does with memories while you rest. During the day, your brain takes in an enormous amount of information. Everything you see, hear, smell, touch, and feel, every conversation, every decision, every moment of the day is registered somewhere in your brain. But most of this information is stored temporarily in a kind of short-term holding area. It is like the top of a desk piled with papers. Everything is there, but nothing is organized. At night, when you rest, your brain begins the process of sorting through all of those papers. It picks up each one, examines it, and decides where it should go. Some memories are important. They get filed away carefully in long-term storage, strengthened and reinforced so they will be available when you need them. Some memories are less important. They get set aside, allowed to fade, gently discarded like papers that are no longer needed. This process is called memory consolidation, and it is one of the most important things your brain does while you sleep. It is the reason why a good night's rest helps you remember things better, why students who sleep after studying retain more information, why a problem that seemed impossible at night often feels clearer in the morning. And here is the comforting part. This process does not only happen during sleep, it also happens during quiet rest. When you lie still, with your eyes closed, when you let your mind wander, when you listen to a calm voice and let your thoughts drift, your brain takes advantage of that stillness to begin sorting and consolidating. You do not have to be fully asleep for this to work. The simple act of resting, of being still, of reducing the input to your brain, gives it the space it needs to do this important work. So even now, in this moment of wakefulness, your brain is doing something valuable. It is sorting through the day. It is deciding what to keep and what to let go. It is making you sharper, clearer, more prepared for tomorrow, and you do not have to do anything to help it. You just have to be here, resting, and let it work. This is your body taking care of you. This is your brain taking care of you. Even when it does not feel that way, even when it feels like lying awake is a waste of time, it is not. Every moment of rest contributes something. Every moment of stillness is a gift to your body and brain. Let us check in with the room again. The room is still here, still dark, still quiet. The bed is still holding you. The pillow is still soft. The covers are still warm. Nothing has changed. Nothing needs to change. This is the same safe, comfortable space it was a few minutes ago, and it will be the same safe, comfortable space a few minutes from now. Outside, the world is still at 3 in the morning, or perhaps it is a little past 3 now, moving toward 4, moving toward the first faint stirrings of the day that is still hours away. The darkness outside is deep and complete, and it will stay that way for a while yet. There is time. There is plenty of time. You do not need to watch the clock. You do not need to count the hours until morning. Morning will come on its own, the way it always does, and when it comes, you will meet it. But for now, there is only the dark and the quiet and the rest. Let us visit another image. Imagine, if you like, that you are lying on a beach at night. Not a cold beach, not a windy beach, but a warm one. The sand beneath you is soft and still holds the heat of the afternoon sun. It is comfortable and yielding, and it has shaped itself to your body the way your mattress has. You can feel the sand supporting your back, your legs, your arms. Above you, the sky is enormous. It stretches from one horizon to the other, a great dome of darkness scattered with stars. The stars are so bright here, away from the lights of the city, that you can see the Milky Way, a faint band of light across the sky, millions upon millions of stars blurred together into a soft, glowing river. And in front of you, the ocean. The ocean at night is a different creature than the ocean during the day. It is darker, more mysterious, but no less beautiful. The water is black and smooth, reflecting the stars, and the waves are gentle, the smallest possible waves, just barely enough to make a sound. They come in with a soft hush, and they go out with a quiet sigh, and the rhythm is slow and steady and endlessly repeating. Hush, sigh, hush, sigh. Your breathing matches the waves, or the waves match your breathing, and it does not matter which came first. The rhythm is the same. In and out, rise and fall. The ocean breathes, and you breathe, and the stars shine overhead, and the sand holds you, and everything is warm and safe and infinitely peaceful. Stay here as long as you like. Let the waves wash over the sand near your feet. Let the sound of the water be the only sound in the world. Let the stars be your ceiling, vast and ancient and kind. This beach is yours. This moment is yours. There is nothing here that can harm you, nothing that demands your attention, nothing that requires a response. There is only the ocean, the stars, the sand, and the slow, steady rhythm of your breath. Let us drift gently to another thought. This one is about something called circadian rhythm. Circadian comes from a Latin phrase meaning about a day, and it describes the internal clock that your body runs on. This clock is not a physical clock, like the one on your nightstand. It is a biological clock, a set of chemical and electrical signals in your brain that tell your body what time it is and what it should be doing. Your circadian clock is located in a tiny part of the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is a wonderful name for something so small. It sits just above the point where your optic nerves cross, which means it gets direct information from your eyes about how much light there is in the environment. When the light is bright, the clock knows it is daytime. When the light fades, the clock knows it is evening. And when the light disappears completely, the clock knows it is night. Based on this information, the circadian clock sends signals throughout your body. It tells the pineal gland to produce melatonin. It tells your metabolism to slow down. It tells your body temperature to drop slightly, which helps promote sleep. It tells your digestive system to take a break. It coordinates the entire symphony of biological processes that make up your day and night, rising and falling in a pattern that repeats approximately every 24 hours. At 3 in the morning, your circadian clock is deep in its nighttime setting. Your body temperature is at its lowest point, or close to it. Your melatonin levels are high. Your cortisol is just beginning its slow rise. Your metabolism is running at its slowest pace. Everything in your body is tuned to the frequency of night, of rest, of repair. And even though you are awake, all of this is still happening. Your circadian clock does not stop running just because your eyes are open. It continues to send its signals, continues to coordinate the nighttime processes, continues to keep everything on schedule. Your body is still in nighttime mode, still doing its nighttime work, still resting in the most fundamental sense, even if your conscious mind has decided to come along for the ride. So you are not missing out on anything by being awake. The nighttime processes are happening regardless. The repairs are being made, the hormones are flowing, the immune system is working. Your body is taking care of itself, just as it always does, and your wakefulness is not getting in the way of that. You are simply here, aware, resting, while the body does what it does best. This is one of the most reassuring things about the human body. It does not need your permission to take care of you. It does not need your conscious direction. It has been running these programs for millions of years, long before humans had the language to describe them, and it will continue to run them tonight and tomorrow night and every night after that. You can trust it. You can trust your body to do its work, and you can rest. Let us do another body scan. A slow, gentle check-in with every part of you. Start at your toes. Can you feel them? They might be nestled against each other under the covers or spread slightly apart. They might be warm or cool. Just notice them, these small, capable parts of you that do so much during the day and ask for so little in return. Let them relax. Let them be soft. Let them rest. Move up to the arches of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles. All of this is resting. All of this is supported by the bed. The muscles are soft. The joints are easy. There is no weight on your feet right now, no pressure, no demand. They are free. Your calves, the muscles here are often tighter than we realize. Let them soften. Let the blood flow through them easily, bringing warmth and nourishment, carrying away anything they do not need. Your knees, these patient joints, so well designed, so hardworking, they are resting now. The ligaments are relaxed. The cartilage is doing its quiet work of cushioning and protecting, even now, even in rest. Your thighs, the large muscles of your upper legs, the quadriceps in front and the hamstrings in back. These are some of the strongest muscles in your body, and they have been working hard all day. Now they are heavy and warm and completely relaxed. The bed is holding them. There is nothing for them to do. Your hips, your pelvis, the bowl of bone that supports your whole upper body, it is resting on the mattress, heavy and settled, like a stone that has found its place in the bed of a river and will not be moved. It is stable. It is grounded. It is connected to the earth through the bed, through the floor, and through the foundation of whatever building you are in, all the way down to the ground itself. Your lower back. If there is any tension here, let it go. Let the muscles on either side of your spine soften and lengthen. Let the curve of your lower back be supported by the mattress. You do not need to hold yourself in any particular position. You can let go completely. The bed will catch you. The bed always catches you. Your stomach, the soft, warm center of your body. It rises and falls with each breath, and between the breaths, it is still. Your digestive system is working quietly in there, slowly and gently, moving things along at its own pace. You do not need to think about it. It knows what to do. It has been doing this since before you were born. Your chest, your rib cage, expanding and contracting with each breath. Your lungs, filling and emptying. Your heart, beating steadily in its cage of bone, the faithful engine that never stops, never rests, never complains. Thank it, if you like, not out loud, but in your mind. Thank your heart for beating. Thank it for the billions of beats it has already given you. It asks for nothing in return. Your upper back, the broad muscles between your shoulder blades, let them spread and soften. Let them melt into the mattress. Imagine the tension flowing out of them like water, running down your sides and soaking into the bed where it can do no harm. Your shoulders. Let them drop again. Even if you let them drop before, they might have crept back up a little. That is fine. Just let them fall again, soft and easy. Good. Your arms, from your shoulders to your elbows, from your elbows to your wrists, heavy and warm. The muscles are loose. The bones are resting. Your arms are not holding anything, not reaching for anything, not supporting anything. They are just here, at your sides or on your chest, completely relaxed. Your hands and fingers, each finger, each joint, each tiny muscle, all relaxed, all still. Your fingertips might be touching the sheets, and the texture is soft and familiar and comforting. Your neck, soft and supported by the pillow. The vertebrae of your spine are stacked gently, cushioned by the discs between them, and everything is at ease. Your neck does not need to support your head right now. The pillow is doing that. Your jaw, slightly open, the muscles relaxed. Your tongue is resting in your mouth, soft and still, touching the roof of your mouth or the back of your teeth, however it naturally falls. Your face, the muscles around your eyes are soft. Your cheeks are relaxed. Your forehead is smooth and open. There is a gentle warmth to your face, the warmth of a body at rest, and it feels pleasant. The top of your head, the crown, imagine a gentle warmth here, like the lightest possible touch, like sunlight on your scalp, warm and soothing. This warmth spreads down through your head, through your face, through your neck, joining the warmth of the rest of your body, one continuous field of gentle heat, safe and comfortable and held. Your whole body is here, all of it, every part resting, every part warm, every part supported, and you are doing nothing to maintain this. It is all happening on its own. Your body is taking care of itself, and you are simply here, witnessing it, resting alongside it, trusting it to do what it does. Let this thought settle over you like a soft blanket. You are being taken care of. Right now, in this moment, your body is taking care of you, and you can trust it. You can let go, you can rest. And now, let us let the thoughts come and go again, like clouds in a night sky. Not a stormy sky, a calm one. A sky with just a few clouds, drifting slowly from one side to the other, propelled by a wind so high up that you cannot feel it on the ground. The clouds are soft and gray and shapeless, and they pass across the stars without dimming them much, just a momentary softening of the light, and then the stars reappear, and the cloud has moved on. Each cloud is a thought. Some are small and thin, hardly worth noticing, just a wisp of an idea that passes in a moment. Some are larger, more fully formed, thoughts with weight and texture, concerns or memories or plans. But even the largest cloud passes eventually. Even the thickest thought drifts on, carried by the quiet wind of your mind, and the sky behind it is always clear, always vast, always at peace. You do not need to push the clouds away. You do not need to blow on them or wave your hands or wish them gone. They will move on their own, they always do. And in the spaces between the clouds, the stars are shining, steady and eternal, and those stars are you, the deep, still, peaceful center of you that exists beneath all the thoughts and worries and plans. That center is always there. It is there now. It is as bright and steady as it has ever been. You are safe. You are resting. Thoughts come and go. The stars remain. This is the story of one quiet moment at 3 a.m, and it is a very peaceful story, and it will go on for as long as you need it to. Here is something else to think about quietly. If you have ever watched a cat sleep, you know that cats are masters of rest. They sleep for 14 to 16 hours a day without any guilt or anxiety about it. A cat does not lie awake worrying about whether it is sleeping enough. A cat does not check the time. A cat simply curls into a warm spot, tucks its nose under its tail, and lets sleep come instantly and completely. Cats cycle through sleep stages the same way we do, light sleep and deep sleep, and even REM sleep, where they dream. If you have ever seen a sleeping cat twitch its paws or move its whiskers, you were watching it dream. Scientists believe cats dream about the things they do during the day, chasing, pouncing, exploring, the same way we dream about the things that fill our waking hours. There is a lesson in the way a cat sleeps, and it is not that we should sleep 16 hours a day. It is simpler than that. A cat does not try to sleep. A cat does not work at sleeping. A cat simply allows sleep to happen because its body is ready and the place is warm and there is nothing else that needs doing. And that is all sleep asks of you too. Not effort, not concentration, just willingness, just a warm spot and a quiet moment and the gentle permission to let go. You already have all of those things. The warm spot is your bed. The quiet moment is now. And the permission, you can give that to yourself. Right now, I give myself permission to rest. I give myself permission to let go. I give myself permission to stop trying and simply be here, warm and still, and let my body do what it knows how to do. That is all it takes. Just that small, quiet decision, not to force anything, just to allow it. Let us think about the moon for a moment. Wherever you are right now, the moon is somewhere in the sky, whether you can see it or not. It might be above you, shining through thin clouds. It might be below the horizon, lighting up a different part of the world. But it is there, the same moon that has been orbiting the Earth for 4.5 billion years, the same moon that the very first humans looked up at, the same moon that has inspired poetry and mythology and quiet wonder for as long as anyone can remember. The moon does not produce its own light. It simply reflects the light of the sun, which is shining on the other side of the Earth right now, the side where it is daytime, where people are working and eating and talking and doing all the things that belong to the day. The moon catches some of that sunlight and bounces it back to us, softened and silvered, and this reflected light is the gentlest light there is. It is strong enough to cast shadows, but too soft to wake a sleeping person. It is a nighttime light, a light made for quiet hours, a light that says, the sun is still there, it is just somewhere else right now, and it will be back in the morning. And that is a little like sleep, when you think about it. When you close your eyes and rest, you do not stop existing, you do not turn off. You simply go somewhere else for a while, somewhere quieter and deeper, the way the sun goes to the other side of the world, and you will come back. You always come back. And when you do, you bring light with you, the light of a rested mind, the clarity of a restored body, the warmth of a person who has taken care of themselves. But you do not need to think about coming back right now. You do not need to think about morning. Morning is on the other side of the world, and right now, you are here, on the moon's side, the quiet side, the resting side. And the moon is keeping you company, whether you can see it or not. Let us drift to something else, something about dreams. You may or may not remember your dreams, and either way is perfectly normal. Some people remember vivid, detailed dreams every night, and some people rarely remember anything at all, and this has nothing to do with whether or not they are dreaming. Everyone dreams, every night, multiple times. The difference is simply in whether the dreams make it into conscious memory, which depends on when you wake up and how quickly the memory of the dream fades. Dreams happen mostly during REM sleep, and they can be strange. They can put together people and places and situations that do not belong together, creating stories that feel completely real while you are in them but make no sense when you wake up. You might dream of your childhood home, but it has extra rooms that never existed. You might dream of talking to someone you have not seen in years, in a place you have never been, about something that could never happen. And while you are dreaming, none of this seems odd. Your dreaming brain accepts it all, because the part of your brain that evaluates logic and reality is quiet during dreams. It has stepped aside giving the creative, emotional parts of your brain free rein to explore and recombine and play. This is not random. This is purposeful. Your dreaming brain is processing emotions, making connections, exploring possibilities. It is taking the raw material of your waking life and reshaping it, testing it, playing with it, the way a sculptor works with clay, not following a plan but feeling their way towards something meaningful. And often, the result is meaningful, even if it does not seem that way. People have solved problems in dreams. People have had creative breakthroughs in dreams. People have woken up with a clearer understanding of something that was confusing the day before, all because their dreaming brain had time to work on it while they slept. So if you dream tonight, enjoy it. And if you do not remember your dreams, know that they happened anyway, and they did their work, and you will benefit from them whether you remember them or not. Your dreaming brain is another one of those tireless caretakers, working behind the scenes, asking nothing, giving much. Here is another small thing to rest upon. Imagine holding a warm cup of tea, or warm milk if you prefer, or just warm water with honey, whatever warm drink feels most comforting to you. Imagine the cup in your hands, the smooth ceramic, the heat coming through the walls. Imagine lifting it to your lips and taking a small sip. The warmth enters your mouth and flows down your throat and spreads into your chest, a bloom of gentle heat that radiates outward into your shoulders, down your arms, into your stomach. It is such a simple pleasure, such a small thing, but it is one of the oldest comforts humans know. A warm drink on a cold night, and its power to soothe is real and deep. You do not actually need the cup right now. You have the warmth of your bed, which is even better. The bed is a warm drink you can lie down in, a comfort that surrounds your entire body instead of just warming your hands and your throat. And you are surrounded by it now, soaking in it, absorbing its heat, letting it do what warm things do, which is to relax you, to ease the tension from your muscles, to tell your body that everything is all right. Warmth is safety. This is wired into us at the deepest level. As babies, we learned that warmth meant closeness, meant care, meant being held. And even now, as adults, warmth triggers the same ancient circuits in our brains, the same feelings of safety and comfort and belonging. Your warm bed is speaking to the oldest parts of your brain in a language older than words, and it is saying, you are held, you are safe, you can rest. Let that warmth hold you now. Let it soak into your muscles and your bones. Let it soften everything. Let it carry you. Let us imagine one more thing. A library. Not a busy library during the day, full of people and footsteps and the rustling of pages. A library at night, after everyone has gone home and the lights have been dimmed and the doors have been locked. Picture the rows and rows of shelves, tall and dark, lined with thousands of books. Each book holds a story, a universe, a lifetime of thought and experience captured in words on paper. And right now, at 3 a.m, all of those stories are silent. The heroes are frozen mid-adventure. The lovers are paused mid-embrace. The scientists are stopped mid-discovery. Everything in every book is waiting, patient and still, for someone to open the cover and bring the story back to life. Your mind at night is a little like this library. All of your memories, all of your experiences, all of the stories that make up your life, they are all there, stored on the shelves of your brain, waiting quietly in the dark. And your brain, the librarian, is moving through the stacks with a small, soft light, checking on things, straightening a book here, filing one there, making sure everything is in order for when you need it tomorrow. You do not need to help the librarian. You do not need to go into the stacks yourself and sort through anything. The librarian, your brain, knows exactly what to do. It has been organizing this library your entire life, and it is very, very good at its job. You can just rest here in the reading room, in a comfortable chair, letting the librarian do its work, trusting that when morning comes, everything will be where you need it to be. This is what rest looks like from the inside. Not emptiness, not blankness, but a quiet, organized activity, a gentle sorting and filing happening behind the scenes, in the stacks, while you sit peacefully in the front of the library and let the silence hold you. The library is quiet, the books are still, the librarian is working, and you are resting. Everything is exactly as it should be. Let us explore something else about this remarkable body of yours, something that is happening right now, in the quiet of this hour, without any effort on your part. Your immune system is at work. The immune system is your body's defense force, a vast and intricate network of cells and signals that protect you from illness and infection. And at night, the immune system becomes especially active. This is one of the lesser-known benefits of nighttime rest, and it is happening in your body right now. While you lie here, certain types of immune cells are being produced and released in greater numbers than during the day. These cells patrol your body, checking for anything out of the ordinary, responding to the tiny challenges that your body faces every day, things you never even notice because your immune system handles them so efficiently. The proteins that direct this immune activity, some of which are called cytokines, are produced in greater quantities during sleep and rest, helping to coordinate the defense and repair efforts throughout your body. This is one of the reasons why rest is so important. Not just sleep, but rest in general. When you are lying still, when your body is not expending energy on movement or digestion or the demands of the day, it can redirect those resources to maintenance and defense. Your immune system takes advantage of this quiet time to do its most important work. So even now, in this moment of wakefulness, your immune system is active and working. It is patrolling, repairing, defending, preparing, and it does not need you to help. It does not need your conscious attention. It just needs you to be still, to be resting, and you are doing exactly that. This is your body taking care of you, once again, silently, efficiently, lovingly. Your body is a remarkable caretaker, and you can trust it. You can trust it completely. Let us return to the ocean for a moment. That warm beach we visited earlier, with the sand and the stars and the gentle waves. We are still there, in a way. We never really left. The beach is always available to us, in our imagination, whenever we want to visit. The waves are still coming in, slow and steady. Hush, sigh, hush, sigh. The rhythm has not changed. It will not change. The ocean has been doing this for billions of years. Waves arriving and retreating, and it will continue for billions more. There is something deeply comforting about that kind of constancy, that kind of patience. The ocean does not hurry. The ocean does not worry about whether the waves are coming at the right time or in the right way. The ocean simply does what it does, endlessly and perfectly, and the waves come, and they go, and they come again. Your breath is the same. It comes, and it goes, and it comes again. And like the ocean, it is patient. It does not hurry. It does not judge. It simply continues, wave after wave, breath after breath, for as long as you are here. And in between the waves, there are moments of perfect stillness. After the wave retreats and before the next one arrives, there is a brief, beautiful pause. The sand is smooth and wet. The foam has dissolved into nothing. The water is still. And in that pause, everything is quiet. Everything is perfect. Everything is at rest. Find that pause in your own breathing. The tiny gap between the exhale and the next inhale. It is there if you listen for it. A moment of stillness, of emptiness, of pure rest. It lasts only a second, maybe less, but it is there, and it is peaceful, and it is yours. You do not need to extend the pause or hold it. Just notice it, just appreciate it. Just know that it is there, this tiny moment of perfect stillness that occurs with every single breath. This little gift that your body gives you dozens of times every minute without you ever having to ask. Hush, sigh, pause. Hush, sigh, pause. Let us talk about sleep pressure. This is another one of those scientific ideas that is actually quite simple and quite reassuring once you understand it. Your body has a built-in system for tracking how long you have been awake. From the moment you opened your eyes this morning, or yesterday morning, a chemical called adenosine has been building up in your brain. Adenosine is a byproduct of brain activity, a gentle waste product that accumulates slowly throughout the day, and the more adenosine builds up, the sleepier you feel. This accumulation of adenosine is what scientists call sleep pressure. The longer you are awake, the more adenosine accumulates, and the greater the pressure to sleep becomes. This is why you feel sleepier in the evening than in the morning, why staying up late feels harder than getting up early, and why, after a very long day, sleep feels almost irresistible. Right now, at 3 in the morning, your body has already cleared much of the adenosine that built up during the day. It cleared it during the hours of sleep you had before waking. But there is still some there, a gentle residual amount, and it is adding its quiet voice to the chorus of signals that your body is sending you. Rest, it says. Sleep, it whispers. Let go. And alongside the adenosine, there is the melatonin we talked about earlier, still flowing through your blood, still telling your body that it is night. And there is the circadian clock, still set firmly to nighttime mode. All of these systems are aligned, all of them pointing in the same direction, toward rest, toward sleep, toward letting go. Your body wants to sleep, it is ready to sleep, it is designed to sleep, and when the moment comes, when the balance tips just slightly further, you will drift off, easily and naturally, the way you have done thousands of times before. You do not need to make it happen. You just need to let it happen. You just need to be here, resting, and let your body do the rest. There is no rush. Sleep will come when it comes. And until then, you are resting, and resting is good, and resting is enough. Let us paint another picture now. Let us imagine a quiet landscape, something gentle for your mind to rest upon. Imagine a meadow, a wide, open meadow in the countryside, at night under the stars. The grass is soft and long, and it bends slightly in a breeze so gentle you can barely feel it. The meadow is dotted with wildflowers, though you cannot see their colors in the dark. You can only see their shapes, their outlines, their soft, nodding heads as the breeze touches them. In the center of the meadow, there is a single tree, a large, old tree with wide branches and a thick trunk and leaves that rustle very softly in the breeze. The tree has been here for 100 years, maybe more. It has seen 1,000 nights like this one. It has stood through storms and heat and frost and drought, and it is still here, still standing, still offering its shade and its shelter to anyone who comes near. Imagine sitting at the base of this tree, your back against the trunk, the bark rough and warm against your shirt. The ground beneath you is soft with grass, and you can feel the earth, solid and ancient, supporting you from below. Above you, the branches of the tree reach out like arms, and through the leaves, you can see patches of sky, dark blue and scattered with stars. The meadow is alive with quiet sounds. Crickets, perhaps, or some other gentle insect, making its tiny music in the grass. The distant call of an owl, low and round and unhurried. The rustling of the leaves above you. These sounds blend together into a kind of nighttime symphony, soft and continuous. A backdrop of sound that is the opposite of silence, but equally peaceful. You are sitting here, under this tree, and you have nowhere to go and nothing to do. The meadow stretches out in every direction, open and safe. There is nothing to fear here. There are no deadlines, no obligations, no demands. There is only the tree, the grass, the sky, and the quiet sounds of a world at rest. You could fall asleep here, under this tree, in this meadow, and the tree would watch over you. The stars would watch over you. The earth would hold you, and the breeze would cool you, and the sounds of the night would be your lullaby. But you do not need to fall asleep to enjoy this place. You can just be here, resting, leaning against the tree, watching the stars through the leaves, listening to the crickets, feeling the earth beneath you and the air on your skin. This is rest. This is peace. This is a moment of pure, uncomplicated being. Carry this image with you as we continue. The meadow is always there. The tree is always there. You can return to it whenever you like, whenever your mind needs a place to rest, a place that is safe and gentle and full of quiet beauty. Now, let us come back to the room one more time. Your room, your bed, this moment. Your body has continued to relax while we have been talking. The muscles are softer than they were. The breathing is easier. The warmth between your body and the bed has deepened. You are sinking, very slightly, into the comfort of this place. And that sinking is a kind of letting go, a kind of surrender to rest, and it is exactly what your body wants to do. Notice the weight of your body again, not just in one place, but everywhere. The total weight of you, all of it, pressing gently into the mattress. You are not floating. You are not falling. You are held, firmly and gently, by the bed and by gravity, those two steady, reliable forces that ask nothing of you and give you everything you need. There is a kind of luxuriousness in this heaviness, in the feeling of being so fully supported that you do not need to use a single muscle. You can let every fiber of your body go limp, go soft, go heavy. And the heavier you get, the more comfortable you become, because heaviness means relaxation. Heaviness means letting go. Heaviness means your body is doing exactly what it should be doing at this hour. Your eyelids are heavy, or they are already closed. Either way, they are resting. The muscles that hold them are relaxed, and the darkness behind them is soft and warm and welcoming. This darkness is not the darkness of absence. It is the darkness of rest, of incubation, of possibility. It is the same darkness in which seeds germinate underground, in which stars form inside clouds of gas, in which dreams take shape in the sleeping brain. It is a creative, nurturing darkness, and it is holding you now. You are safe. You are resting. Your body knows what to do. Let us think about something else for a moment, something that might be comforting. Let us think about all the times you have fallen asleep in your life. You have fallen asleep thousands of times, tens of thousands. Every night, or nearly every night, for your entire life, you have made the transition from wakefulness to sleep. You have done it in your own bed and in other beds. You have done it on couches and in cars and on airplanes and in chairs. You have done it quickly and slowly, easily and with difficulty, but you have always done it eventually. Your body knows how to fall asleep. It has practiced this skill more times than you can count. It does not need instructions. It does not need a manual or a tutorial or a set of steps to follow. It knows. The pathways are there, carved deep into your brain by years and years of repetition. The chemicals are there, ready to flow. The signals are there, ready to fire. Everything is in place. All you need to do is get out of the way. All you need to do is stop trying. Stop worrying about whether sleep will come. Stop watching yourself to see if you are falling asleep yet. Just be here. Just rest. Just breathe. And when the moment is right, your body will take over the way it has always taken over, and you will drift off gently and naturally, into the easy darkness of sleep. It might happen while you are listening to this. It might happen after you stop listening. It might happen in 5 minutes, or in 30 minutes, or in an hour. The timing does not matter. What matters is that it will happen, because it always does, because your body knows how, because you have done this 10,000 times before. Trust your body. It has never let you down in this, not once, not ever. Every time you have been awake, eventually, sleep has come, and it will come again tonight. You can count on that the way you count on the sun rising in the morning. Let us take another breath. A slow, easy breath. In through the nose. Feel the air entering your body, cool and fresh. Feel your chest expand. Feel the pause at the top, and then let the breath out through your mouth or your nose, however it wants to leave, warm and soft, taking nothing with it but what you no longer need. Again, in, slow and gentle, and out, slow and gentle. And one more time. In, filling up, and out, letting go. Good. That is beautiful. That is your breath, working perfectly. Let us visit one more place, somewhere quiet and gentle, somewhere for the mind to wander while the body rests. Imagine a lake, a very still lake in the mountains, surrounded by tall, dark trees. It is nighttime, and the surface of the lake is like glass, perfectly smooth, perfectly still. It reflects the stars above so clearly that it is hard to tell where the sky ends and the water begins. There are 2 skies here, one above and one below, and you are standing at the edge of both, looking out across the water into the infinite darkness. The air is cool and clean. It smells of pine trees and damp earth, and the particular mineral scent of still water. There is no wind. There are no waves. The lake is so still that even the smallest pebble, if dropped into the water, would send ripples that you could watch for minutes, spreading out in perfect circles, wider and wider, until they reach the shore and dissolve into nothing. But no one is dropping pebbles. No one is disturbing the water. The lake is perfectly still, and it will stay that way, a mirror reflecting the night sky, calm and clear and undisturbed. Your mind can be like this lake, still and reflective. When thoughts come, they are like those pebbles, and they create ripples, and the ripples spread out, and for a moment the surface is disturbed. But the ripples always fade. They always return to stillness, and when they do, the reflection of the stars reappears, clear and bright, and the lake is calm again. You do not need to prevent the pebbles from falling. You do not need to stop the ripples. You just need to trust that the lake will return to stillness, as it always does, as it is designed to do. And you are the lake, deep and still and patient, and the thoughts are the pebbles, small and temporary, and the stillness is always there, underneath, waiting to return. Rest in this image for a while. Rest at the edge of the lake, or in the bed, or wherever you feel most comfortable. The images blend together. The forest, the ocean, the meadow, the lake, they are all the same place, really. They are all places of quiet and safety and beauty. They are all places where you can rest. And the body in the bed, your body, is resting too, sinking deeper into the mattress with each passing moment, breathing easily and slowly, the heart beating its steady rhythm, the blood flowing, the cells repairing, the brain sorting and consolidating, everything working together, a symphony of biological processes that do not need a conductor, that play themselves perfectly, night after night, breath after breath. You are part of this symphony. You are the instrument that plays itself. You are the music and the musician and the audience, all at once. And right now, the music is soft and slow and beautiful, and it is a song of rest, and it is playing just for you. Let the music play. Let the body rest. Let the mind drift. Let this moment be exactly what it is. One quiet moment at 3 in the morning, neither good nor bad, neither wasted nor productive, just a moment, one among millions, and this one is soft and gentle and yours. Let us linger here for a while longer. There is no hurry. There is nowhere to go and nothing to accomplish. The night is long, and we have all the time in the world. Think about the feeling of being warm in bed. Really think about it. The warmth that has built up between your body and the sheets, a cocoon of heat that is exactly the right temperature. Not too hot, not too cool, just right. This warmth is a product of your own body, generated by the millions of chemical reactions happening inside you every second, the quiet furnace of metabolism that burns steadily day and night. And the sheets and blankets are holding this warmth close to you, insulating you from the cooler air of the room, creating a microclimate that is perfectly suited to rest. This is one of the simplest and most ancient comforts of being human. Warmth, shelter, a soft place to lie down. For thousands of years, people have sought these things at nighttime, have gathered materials around them, skins and furs and woven cloth, to create exactly this kind of warmth and safety. And here you are, in your bed, continuing that ancient tradition, wrapping yourself in warmth and settling into the dark, the same way your ancestors did, the same way people everywhere are doing right now. At this very moment, in beds and hammocks and mats around the world, you are connected to something very old and very universal, the human need for rest, for warmth, for safety in the dark. It is one of the things that ties us all together, across cultures and continents and centuries. And right now, you are part of that great river of human experience, lying in the dark, resting, being alive, being held by warmth and gravity and the quiet turning of the earth. The earth is turning. Right now, at this very moment, the planet is rotating on its axis, carrying you from the darkness of night toward the light of morning. This rotation is happening at about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, though you cannot feel it at all. The Earth is so large and its motion so smooth that its rotation is imperceptible. You feel perfectly still. You feel as though nothing is moving. But the truth is that you are riding on the surface of a sphere that is spinning through space, and the stars that are visible from your window right now will not be the same stars that are visible in a few hours. Because the Earth will have turned, and new parts of the sky will be revealed, and the sun, which is currently on the other side of the planet, will begin to appear on the horizon. But that is hours away, many hours. The Earth has much more turning to do before dawn arrives. And in the meantime, you are here, on the dark side of the planet, where the sky is full of stars and the world is quiet and still. The dark side, not a frightening side, not a dangerous side, just the side that faces away from the sun, the resting side, the peaceful side, the side where sleeping happens. And you are on it, right now, turning slowly through space, surrounded by warmth and darkness and silence, on the resting side of a beautiful planet that is carrying you toward morning at exactly the right speed. There is no need to hurry. Morning will come at its own pace, carried by the rotation of the Earth, steady and reliable, the same way it has come every morning for billions of years. And when it comes, you will be there to greet it. But for now, you are here, in the dark, and the dark is good, and the dark is safe, and the dark is a place of rest. Let us return to the breath once more, your faithful breath, your constant companion. This time, imagine that your breath is light, not light as in weight, but light as in illumination. Imagine that each inhale brings a soft, warm light into your body. It enters through your nose, and it fills your chest with a gentle glow, golden or white or whatever color feels most soothing to you. And as you exhale, the light spreads outward, flowing through your body, into your arms and legs, into your hands and feet, into every corner of you. warming and soothing and softening everything it touches. Each breath brings more light. Each exhale spreads it further. And slowly, breath by breath, your entire body fills with this gentle glow, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. You are glowing softly, like an ember in a fireplace, like a candle in a dark room, like a star in the night sky. This light is your own energy, your own life force, your own warmth made visible, and it is beautiful, and it is strong, and it is steady. And as the light fills you, it pushes out everything else. The tension in your muscles dissolves in the light. The tightness in your chest loosens. The worry in your mind fades. The light is warm and gentle, and it does not tolerate anything that is not warm and gentle. And so everything that is hard and sharp and anxious simply melts away, leaving only the light, only the warmth, only the peace. Breathe in the light. Breathe out the light. Let it fill you and surround you and hold you. You are a lantern in the dark. You are a hearth in a cold room. You are a quiet, steady flame that cannot be extinguished by anything, not by worry, not by time, not by wakefulness, not by anything at all. You are safe. You are warm. You are glowing with the gentle light of your own being, and this is all you need right now. This light, this warmth, this breath, this moment. Rest here. Rest in the light. Rest in the warmth. Rest in the breath. The night is long, and you have all the time in the world, and there is nothing to do but be here, glowing softly in the dark, resting, breathing, being alive. Here is something wonderful to think about while you rest. Somewhere in the ocean right now, at this very hour, a whale is sleeping, and the way whales sleep is extraordinary. Whales are mammals, like us, which means they need to breathe air. They cannot simply sink to the bottom and drift off the way a fish might. So whales have developed a way of sleeping that allows them to rest while still coming up to the surface to breathe. They float near the surface, barely moving, in a state of half sleep, rising to take a breath every few minutes, and then sinking back down, over and over, a slow, rhythmic bobbing that looks from the surface like a massive, gentle cork. Some species of whale sleep vertically, hanging in the water with their heads pointing up, like enormous, peaceful pendulums, completely still except for the slow drift of the current. If you saw this from underwater, it would look like a group of statues suspended in blue space, motionless and serene, dreaming whatever it is that whales dream about. And like birds, whales can rest one half of their brain at a time. One hemisphere sleeps, while the other stays alert enough to maintain breathing and watch for danger. They do this for hours, drifting in the dark water, half asleep and half awake, resting in the deep, cold ocean the way you are resting in your warm bed. It is a beautiful thought. Right now, somewhere in the Pacific or the Atlantic or the Indian Ocean, a creature as large as a bus is floating silently in the dark water, sleeping, breathing, being. And you are here, in your room, in your bed, sleeping, breathing, being. Two mammals, separated by thousands of miles and enormous differences in size and habitat, doing the same fundamental thing: resting. Because rest is universal. Rest is essential. Rest is what living things do, and you are a living thing, and you are resting, and that is exactly as it should be. Let us think about the sky for a moment. The dark sky above you. Have you ever wondered why the sky is dark at night? It seems like an obvious question with an obvious answer. The sky is dark because the sun is on the other side of the earth. But there is a deeper version of this question that puzzled astronomers for centuries. If the universe is infinite, and if there are stars in every direction, then every line of sight should eventually hit a star, and the entire sky should be bright all the time, in every direction. The night sky should not be dark at all. This puzzle is called Olber's paradox, named after the astronomer who described it, and the answer turns out to be both simple and profound. The universe is not infinitely old. It had a beginning, about 13.8 billion years ago, and light from the most distant stars has not had time to reach us yet. And the universe is expanding, which means that the light from the most distant galaxies is stretched and dimmed as it travels toward us, shifting from visible light into invisible infrared radiation that our eyes cannot see. So the darkness of the night sky is not really emptiness. It is a consequence of time and distance and the expansion of the universe. The darkness is full of light that has not arrived yet, or light that has been stretched beyond what our eyes can detect. The darkness is full of something, even though it looks like nothing. And this might be a comforting way to think about the darkness around you right now. The dark room you are lying in is not empty. It is full of warmth, full of air, full of the quiet sounds of the night, full of the presence of your own body and your own breath. The darkness is not absence. The darkness is a kind of fullness, a richness that you can feel even if you cannot see it. And like the dark sky full of invisible light, your dark room is full of invisible comfort, invisible safety, invisible rest. Let that darkness be a friend. Let it surround you like a soft cloak, gentle and warm and full of hidden goodness. Here is another small story for the nighttime. In a bakery somewhere, not far from here, or perhaps very far from here, a baker is beginning the morning's bread. It is probably still dark outside the bakery windows. The baker has been awake for an hour or so, moving quietly through the kitchen, measuring flour, mixing dough, shaping loaves. Bread is one of the oldest foods humans make. We have been baking it for at least 14,000 years, since before we built permanent settlements, since before we invented writing, since before almost everything we think of as civilization. Somewhere, in every era of human history, someone has been waking up in the dark to make bread. And the process of making bread is itself a kind of rest. The dough must rise, slowly, in a warm place, doing nothing visible, just sitting quietly while the yeast does its invisible work, producing tiny bubbles of gas that expand the dough and give it its soft, airy texture. The baker calls this proofing, and it cannot be rushed. If you try to hurry the dough, it will not rise properly. It needs time, it needs warmth, it needs patience. You are a little like rising dough right now. You are in a warm place. You are being patient, and invisible processes are happening inside you, slowly and quietly, processes that cannot be rushed, that need this time and this warmth and this stillness to do their work. And when the work is done, you will rise. You will wake up, rested and renewed, the way the dough rises into bread, transformed by time and warmth into something nourishing and good. But the rising takes time, and you have time, all the time in the world. So let the dough rise, let the baker work, let the morning come when it is ready. And for now, rest in the warmth and let the invisible work continue. Let us think about rivers at night. Somewhere near you, or perhaps farther away, a river is flowing. It flows at night the same way it flows during the day, steadily and patiently, following the shape of the land, moving always downhill, always toward the sea. A river at night is a different thing from a river during the day. During the day, you can see the sunlight on the water, the reflections of trees and sky, the ripples and currents on the surface. But at night, the river is dark and quiet, a ribbon of black water moving through the landscape, visible only by the faint glint of starlight on its surface, or by the sound it makes as it flows over stones and around bends. The sound of a river at night is one of the most soothing sounds in the world. It is a continuous, gentle rushing, like a very soft, very far away waterfall, a sound that fills the air without demanding attention, a sound that the ear accepts and then forgets about, the way you forget about the sound of your own breathing. It becomes part of the background, part of the texture of the night, and it is deeply, profoundly calming. And the river does not stop flowing because it is dark. It does not pause or hesitate because it cannot see where it is going. It knows the way. The way has been carved by water over thousands of years, and the river follows it faithfully, in the dark and the light, in the heat and the cold, flowing always forward, always toward the sea. Your body is like this river. It knows the way. It knows the way to sleep, the way to rest, the way to heal, the way to mourning, and it does not need light to find it. It does not need you to steer. It knows the way, and it is flowing toward it right now, steadily and faithfully, and all you need to do is let the current carry you. Float on the river. Let it take you. It knows where to go. One more image, and then we will settle even deeper. Imagine snow, not a blizzard, not a storm, but a very gentle snowfall on a quiet night. The snowflakes are large and soft, and they fall slowly, drifting down from the sky like feathers, like tiny white stars, like thoughts that have been set free and are floating gently to the ground. The snow is covering everything. The rooftops, the cars, the branches of the trees, the fences and the mailboxes and the sidewalks. It is covering the whole world in a blanket of white, soft and smooth and perfectly quiet. Snow absorbs sound. Did you know that? Fresh snow is full of tiny air pockets that trap sound waves and muffle them, which is why the world feels so quiet after a snowfall, quieter than it ever is at any other time. The snow creates silence the way blankets create warmth, by adding a layer, by insulating, by absorbing what would otherwise escape. Imagine that the blanket on your bed is like fresh snow. It is covering you, layer upon layer of softness, absorbing the noise of the world, absorbing the activity of the day, creating a pocket of silence and warmth around your body. Underneath this blanket of quiet, you are insulated from everything, from the sounds outside, from the worries of the day, from the demands of tomorrow. Everything is muffled. Everything is softened. Everything is still. Let the snow fall. Let it cover everything. Let the world go quiet. Let the silence deepen, layer by layer, flake by flake, until there is nothing left but the soft white hush of a world at rest. And you, underneath it all, warm and safe and perfectly still. A small, warm shape in a world of white, a heartbeat in the silence, a breath in the cold, alive and resting and at peace. Let us talk about something else now, something comforting and small. Let us talk about the sounds that happen in the middle of the night. Every place has its own nighttime sounds. If you live in a city, you might hear the distant hum of traffic on a highway, like a river flowing far away. You might hear the occasional siren, far off and muffled, going somewhere that is not here. You might hear the metallic clank of a pipe expanding or contracting as the temperature shifts, or the click and hum of a heating system turning on, or the whisper of air moving through a vent. If you live in a quieter place, the sounds might be different. The chirp of crickets, the low, resonant call of a frog near a pond, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, the creak of a tree branch, the soft padding of a nocturnal animal moving across the grass. And even in the most quiet places, there are always sounds, even if they are tiny. The settling of the building you are in, the tick of a clock, the faint hum of electricity in the walls, the sound of your own breathing, the sound of your own heartbeat, if the room is quiet enough and you listen closely. These sounds are the nighttime. They are not intrusions. They are not disturbances. They are simply the sound of the world continuing to exist while most of it sleeps. And there is something companionable about them, something that says, you are not alone. The world is still here. It is just quieter than usual. Let whatever sounds you can hear right now be part of your resting. Do not resist them. Do not wish them away. Let them be the background music of this moment, the gentle soundtrack of your night. Each sound is a tiny reminder that the world is continuing, that things are functioning, that everything is in its place and doing what it should be doing. The refrigerator hums because it is keeping your food cold. The heating system clicks because it is keeping your home warm. The traffic flows because somewhere, someone is going where they need to go. And you are here, in your bed, surrounded by these small, reassuring sounds, resting. You do not need silence to rest. You do not need perfect conditions. You just need what you have right now: a bed, a room, a moment of stillness, and a willingness to be here. And you have all of those things. You have everything you need. Let us do something gentle together. Let us count breaths, not to any particular number, not with any pressure to keep track or get it right. Just a slow, easy counting that gives the mind something small and soft to hold on to, something simpler than the worries and plans and memories that might otherwise fill the space. 1. A slow inhale, a gentle exhale. 2. Another breath, soft and easy. 3. The air coming in, the air going out. 4. No rush, no pressure, just the breath and the number. 5. You are doing perfectly. This is enough. If you lost count, that is fine. Start again at 1, or do not count at all. The counting is not important. The breathing is not even important, because it happens on its own. The only thing that matters is that you are here, resting, letting the mind have something gentle to do while the body sinks deeper into the bed. Let us let the counting go now. It served its purpose. It gave your mind a small, soft anchor for a moment, and now you can let it drift again. Let the thoughts come and go like those clouds, those leaves, those waves. And here we are, still in this one quiet moment at 3 in the morning. We have been here for a while now, you and I, and the moment has been generous with us. It has given us room to explore. It has given us sensory details and science and stories and images, and it still has more to give, because a moment at 3 in the morning, when you really settle into it, turns out to be quite vast. It contains multitudes. It contains the room and the bed and the body and the breath and the mind and the world outside and the stars above and the earth below and the past and the future and every living thing that is resting right now, all of it held within this single, quiet, beautiful moment. And you are at the center of it. You are the one experiencing this moment. You are the awareness around which all of this gathers. The room exists because you are aware of it. The bed exists because you are feeling it. The sounds exist because you are hearing them. The darkness exists because you are seeing it with your closed eyes. You are the center of this universe of experience. And right now, this universe is small and warm and safe and very, very peaceful. Be at the center. Rest at the center. Let everything else orbit around you like gentle planets around a warm sun. The thoughts orbit, the sounds orbit, the sensations orbit, and you are at the center, still and warm and radiant and at rest. Let us think about water for a moment. Not the ocean this time, not the lake, but something smaller, something closer. Imagine a cup of warm water held between your hands. The cup is smooth and warm, and the water inside is sending tendrils of steam into the air, fine and white, curling upward and dissolving. The warmth of the cup is spreading through your hands, into your palms, through your fingers. It is a simple, uncomplicated warmth, the kind of warmth that makes you sigh with contentment. You do not need to drink the water. You can if you want to, in your imagination. But the pleasure of this moment is just in holding the cup, just in feeling the warmth, just in watching the steam rise and curl and disappear. It is a small comfort, a tiny ritual of warmth and stillness, and it represents something larger, the idea that comfort can be found in simple things, that peace does not require grand gestures or perfect conditions, that the smallest, Most ordinary moments can be the most restful. Your bed right now is like that cup of warm water. It is holding you the way your hands would hold the cup. It is surrounding you with warmth. It is simple and comfortable, and it asks nothing of you in return. And you can take the same pleasure in it, the same quiet satisfaction, the same sigh of contentment. This is my bed. This is my warmth. This is my rest, and it is enough. Let something else go now. Some thought that has been lingering, some concern that has been hovering at the edge of your awareness, waiting for your attention. You might know what it is. It might be something specific, a task undone, a conversation unfinished, a decision unmade. Or it might be something vaguer, just a feeling of unease, a general hum of anxiety that has no particular source or target. Whatever it is, you can set it down right now. Not forever, not permanently. You can pick it up again tomorrow, if you want to. Tomorrow, in the daylight, with a clear mind and a rested body, you can examine it, address it, resolve it. But right now, at 3 a.m, it does not need your attention. It cannot be solved right now. Nothing can be solved at 3 a.m. This is not the time for solving. This is the time for resting. Imagine setting the concern down on a table beside the bed. Physically, in your mind, picking it up from wherever it sits in your thoughts and placing it gently on the nightstand, the way you might set down a book you have been reading. There, it is on the table. It is not going anywhere. It will be there in the morning if you want it. But for now, it is not in your hands. It is not in your mind. It is on the table, separate from you, and you are free. Do this with each concern that comes, if you like. Each worry, each plan, each unfinished thought. Pick it up gently and set it on the table. Thank it for trying to get your attention and tell it, not now, not tonight, tomorrow, and then let it go. The table can hold everything. It is a strong table. It will not collapse under the weight of your concerns. And in the morning, when you wake up, you can look at the table and decide what to pick up and what to leave there. But for now, the table holds it all, and you hold nothing, and your hands are free, and your mind is free, and you can rest. You are safe. You are resting. Your body is taking care of you. Thoughts can come and go, and you do not have to follow any of them. This is your time to rest. This is your time to be still. This is your time to simply be. Let us listen to the breath again, that eternal rhythm. In this variation, imagine your breath as the wind in a field of tall grass, a field that stretches as far as you can see, the grass knee-high and golden, even though it is night. The grass ripples in the wind, moving in waves, like the surface of a green-gold sea. When you inhale, the wind moves through the field toward you, bending the grass gently in your direction. When you exhale, the wind shifts, and the grass bends away from you, rippling outward toward the horizon. The sound of the wind in the grass is soft and continuous, a hushing sound, like the sound a parent makes to soothe a child. Shh, shh, shh. It is a sound that says, everything is all right. Everything is as it should be. There is nothing to worry about. Shh. Rest now. Shh. Be still. Let the wind move through the grass. Let the grass ripple and sway. Let the hushing sound wash over you like another kind of wave, soothing and gentle and endlessly repeated. This is the sound of your breath, translated into the language of the natural world. This is the wind and the grass and the open field, and you are here, standing in it, or lying in it, surrounded by beauty and movement and the most perfect, uncomplicated peace. Stay here as long as you like. The field will wait for you. The wind will keep blowing. The grass will keep swaying. There is no end to this field. It stretches on forever, in every direction, and every part of it is peaceful, and every part of it is yours. Now let us revisit something we talked about earlier, gently and simply, the stages of sleep and what your brain is doing with your memories. Remember the desk covered with papers? The brain's way of taking in information during the day, piling it all up, and then sorting through it at night? This process is still happening. It has been happening all night, and it is happening now. One of the ways the brain sorts memories is by replaying them. Not like a movie, not in a way you would necessarily be aware of, but in a compressed, fast-forward kind of way. The neural pathways that were activated during the day are reactivated at night, quickly and quietly. And this reactivation helps to strengthen the connections between the neurons involved. It is like tracing over a pencil drawing with ink. The drawing was there, but now it is more permanent, more defined, more likely to last. This is why you sometimes have dreams that relate to your day, although usually in strange, distorted ways. The brain is replaying and reprocessing, but it is doing it through the dreamlike lens of sleep, where things do not have to make logical sense, where images and ideas can blend and merge in ways that would seem bizarre while awake but are perfectly natural while resting. Even now, if you are not fully asleep, your brain may be doing a version of this. Fragments of the day might float through your awareness, brief flashes of a conversation, a face, a place, a feeling. These fragments are the brain's filing system at work, pulling out memories, examining them, and deciding where they go. You do not need to pay attention to them. You do not need to make sense of them. They are just the brain doing its housekeeping, and it is doing it very well. And the memories that matter, the ones that are important to you, the skills you are learning, the experiences that shape who you are, the connections with the people you love, those are being strengthened right now. They are being woven more deeply into the fabric of your mind. When you wake up tomorrow, those memories will be a tiny bit clearer, a tiny bit stronger, a tiny bit more a part of you. And you did not have to do anything to make that happen. Your brain did it for you while you rested. This is another one of those beautiful examples of your body taking care of you. You do not have to earn this care. You do not have to deserve it. It is automatic, unconditional, and always happening. Your body takes care of you because that is what bodies do. It is what your body has always done, and it is doing it right now. Trust this. Lean into this. Let the knowledge of it wash over you like one of those warm waves on the beach. Your body is taking care of you, right now, in this moment, at 3 a.m. You are being cared for, thoroughly and constantly, by the most sophisticated caretaker in the known universe, your own biology. And all you need to do is rest. Just rest. Just be here. Just breathe. That is your only job, and you are doing it beautifully. The room has not changed. The bed has not moved. The pillow is still soft. The covers are still warm. The night is still quiet. Everything is exactly as it should be. And you are here, in the middle of it all, resting, present, alive, at peace. Let us settle deeper. Let us let go of even more. Let the mind become quieter now. Let the thoughts slow down, like leaves settling on the surface of a pond. One by one, they drift down and come to rest, and the water beneath them is still, and the air above them is still, and everything is still. You do not have to think about anything. You do not have to follow any story or remember any science or hold any image in your mind. You can let everything go. The stories and the science and the images, they were just gentle vehicles to bring you here, to this place of quiet, and now that you are here, you can let them go. All that is left is the body, the breath, the warmth, the weight, the dark, the quiet. All that is left is you, resting, and that is everything. That is all there is, and it is enough. It has always been enough. Let us think about a lighthouse. Somewhere on a rocky coast, at this very hour, a lighthouse is doing its work. Its light sweeps around and around, a slow, steady rotation, sending a beam out across the dark water, and then the light passes, and the darkness returns, and then the light comes around again. The lighthouse does not sleep. It does not need to. It is a machine, a mechanism, a simple arrangement of light and glass and electricity that turns and turns through the night, every night, without thought, without effort, without complaint. And its purpose is single and clear, to warn ships away from the rocks, to show them where the danger is, to guide them safely to port. There is something deeply reassuring about a lighthouse, not just its practical purpose, but its constancy. It is always there. Every night, without fail, the light turns. Sailors have depended on it for centuries, and it has never let them down. It is one of those things in the world that simply works, simply does what it is supposed to do, night after night after night. Your heartbeat is a little like a lighthouse. It is steady and constant, and it does its work without any input from you. It has been turning, beating, sending its signal through your body every second of every day of your life, and it has never stopped. Not once, not for a single beat. It is the most reliable thing in your world, more reliable than anything made by human hands, and it is doing its work right now, faithfully, steadily, beating in the dark the way the lighthouse shines in the dark. Feel it, if you can. That gentle thump in your chest, that quiet rhythm, that steady, loyal signal that says, I am here, I am working, I am keeping you safe. Thank it again, silently. It deserves your gratitude, this tireless muscle, this faithful lighthouse in the center of your chest. It asks for nothing. It gives everything, and it will keep beating, keep turning, keep shining, all through this night and all through the nights to come. Rest in the light of your own heartbeat. Let it guide you. Let it be your lighthouse through the dark hours. Here is something else your body is doing right now that is quiet and wonderful. Your muscles are repairing themselves. Every day, the normal activity of moving, walking, lifting, sitting, standing causes tiny amounts of damage to your muscle fibers. These are not injuries. They are not painful. They are just the natural wear and tear of a body in motion. And at night, when you rest, your body repairs this damage. It does this through a process that is surprisingly delicate. Specialized cells called satellite cells, which live on the surface of your muscle fibers, activate and begin to multiply. They migrate to the sites of damage, fuse with the existing muscle fibers, and donate their nuclei, essentially adding fresh building instructions to the damaged cells. New proteins are produced. The fiber is rebuilt, often a tiny bit stronger than it was before. This is how muscles grow and strengthen, not during exercise, but during rest. The exercise provides the stimulus, the signal that tells the body that these muscles are being used and need to be stronger. But the actual building happens here, in the quiet of the night, in the stillness of rest, while you lie warm and motionless in your bed. So your muscles are getting a tiny bit stronger right now, a tiny bit more resilient, a tiny bit more prepared for whatever tomorrow asks of them. And you are doing nothing to make this happen except resting. Resting is the work. Stillness is the effort. Lying here, in this bed, is the most productive thing you could possibly be doing for your muscles right now. It is another one of those beautiful paradoxes of the body. The less you do, the more gets done. The stiller you are, the more active the repair. The more completely you rest, the more thoroughly you are rebuilt. So rest completely, rest thoroughly. Let the satellite cells do their work. Let the proteins be synthesized. Let the fibers be rebuilt. You do not need to supervise any of it. You just need to be here, warm and still, and your body will take care of the rest. let us look up at the stars one more time. Not to count them or study them, but to appreciate something about them that is both ancient and immediate. The stars you can see from your window or from any dark place on Earth are not randomly scattered. They are arranged in patterns, or at least they appear to be, from our perspective. And for thousands of years, humans have looked at these patterns and seen pictures in them: a bear, a hunter, a scorpion, a swan. These are the constellations, and they are some of the oldest stories in the world. Ancient peoples looked at the same stars you look at and saw the same patterns. They gave them names and stories and meanings, and they used them to navigate, to mark the seasons, to plant their crops, to find their way home. The stars were their calendar and their compass and their storybook all at once. And here is what is remarkable. Those same stars are still there. The same patterns, the same shapes, the same ancient arrangements of light. The stars move, very slowly, relative to each other, but over the span of a human lifetime, the constellations are essentially unchanged. The bear that a Greek shepherd saw 3,000 years ago is the same bear that you can see tonight, if the sky is clear. The hunter that an Egyptian priest watched rise over the Nile is the same hunter that rises over your city, your town, your home. You are connected to all of those people through the stars, through the act of looking up, of noticing the light, of lying in the dark and wondering about the points of brightness above. This is one of the most ancient and universal human experiences, and you are part of it tonight. You are part of a chain of stargazers that stretches back to the very first humans who tilted their heads and saw something beautiful in the sky. And the stars will be there tomorrow night, and the night after that, and for billions of years to come. They are patient, they are constant, they are not going anywhere, and neither are you, at least not tonight. Tonight, you are here, and the stars are there, and everything is in its place, and the old stories are still being told in points of light across the sky. Rest under the stories, rest under the light. Rest knowing that you are part of something very old and very beautiful, and that your rest is as natural and as necessary as the shining of the stars. One more small, sweet thing to think about. Honey. Somewhere in the world, there is a jar of honey in a cupboard, golden and thick and perfectly still. Honey is extraordinary. It is made by bees who visit thousands and thousands of flowers, gathering tiny amounts of nectar and carrying it back to the hive, where they transform it through a process of digestion and evaporation into the thick, golden substance that we call honey. A single bee produces about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its entire lifetime. 1/12 of a teaspoon. That is almost nothing. But together, working in harmony, thousands of bees in a single hive can produce 60 or 70 pounds of honey in a year. Each tiny contribution, each 1/12 of a teaspoon, adds up to something abundant and sweet and nourishing. Your rest is like that. Each moment of lying still, each slow breath, each time you let go of a worry or a thought, it is a tiny contribution, a drop of honey. And it might not feel like much in the moment. It might feel like you are not accomplishing anything, not making progress, not getting anywhere, but each drop adds up. Each moment of rest contributes to your restoration, to your healing, to the sweetness that will be available to you in the morning. Right now, you are making honey, drop by drop, breath by breath, moment by moment. And by the time you wake up, the jar will be a little fuller than it was when you lay down, and the sweetness will be there, golden and thick and ready for whatever the day brings. So keep resting, keep breathing, keep adding drops to the jar. You are doing more than you know. You are making something sweet out of this quiet, dark hour, and it will nourish you tomorrow and the day after that and all the days that follow. And that is a beautiful thing, a simple, quiet, beautiful thing, and it is happening right now, and it is happening to you. Let us take a small journey now. Not far, not anywhere complicated, just a gentle, imaginary walk through a garden at night. Imagine a garden behind a small cottage. It is not a grand garden. It is not a formal garden with trimmed hedges and stone paths. It is a simple, friendly garden, the kind of place where things grow a little wild, where the flowers have been planted with love but allowed to find their own way, where the vegetables grow in rows that are not quite straight and the herbs spill over the edges of their beds. At night, this garden is a different world from what it is during the day. The colors are gone, replaced by shades of gray and silver and deep green. The shapes of the plants are softer, less defined, merging into each other and into the darkness. The flowers that were bright and vivid in the sunlight are now closed for the night, their petals folded inward, resting the way you are resting, conserving their energy for tomorrow. But the garden is not empty or lifeless. It is full of quiet activity. The earthworms are moving through the soil, aerating it, breaking down organic matter, doing their essential, invisible work of maintaining the health of the earth. The beetles and the spiders are going about their nighttime routines, hunting and building and moving through the undergrowth. And somewhere, perhaps at the base of a rose bush or in the crook of a tree branch, a small bird is sleeping, its feathers puffed out against the cool air, its small feet gripping the branch with a gentle strength that does not relax even in sleep. The soil itself is alive. Millions of microorganisms in every handful, bacteria and fungi and tiny creatures too small to see, all working together in a vast, cooperative network that nourishes the plants above. The roots of the plants are drawing water and minerals from this living soil. Slowly and steadily, even at night, even in the dark, feeding themselves the way your body feeds itself, automatically and without conscious effort. And the air in the garden is rich with oxygen, released by the plants during the day, still lingering in the still night air, rich with the scent of soil and leaves and, if you imagine it, the faint, sweet perfume of night-blooming flowers. Jasmine, perhaps, or night-scented stock, flowers that save their fragrance for the dark hours, releasing their scent into the cool air when most other flowers are asleep. Walk through this garden slowly, not with your body, which is warm and heavy in the bed, with your mind. Let your mind wander along the soft dirt path between the flower beds. Feel the imaginary coolness of the earth under your bare feet. Notice the shapes of the plants around you, the tall silhouettes of sunflowers, the bushy rounds of hydrangeas, the feathery tops of fennel or dill, waving gently in a breeze you can barely feel. There is a bench in this garden, a simple wooden bench placed under an old apple tree in a spot where you can see the whole garden and, beyond the garden fence, the open countryside and the sky. Sit down on this bench. In your imagination, feel the smooth wood under you, cool and solid. Lean back. Look up through the branches of the apple tree at the patches of sky visible between the leaves. The stars are there. They are always there. And they are shining for no one in particular, shining the way they have always shone, indifferently and beautifully. And you can watch them through the leaves of the apple tree, and there is nothing in the world you need to do except this. Sit, look up, breathe, rest. The garden is peaceful, the bench is comfortable, the tree is sheltering, the stars are shining, and you are here, resting, in a place that is safe and gentle and alive in its own quiet way. Carry this garden with you, like the meadow, like the beach, like the forest, like the lake. The garden is always there. It is always available. It is a place in your imagination where peace lives, and you can visit it whenever you like, whenever the world feels too large or too loud or too complicated, and the garden will always be the same. Small and wild and fragrant and alive and perfectly, beautifully at rest. Let us think now about something very simple, the temperature of your body. You may not think about your body temperature very often. It is one of those things that your body manages automatically, adjusting and regulating without any input from you. But at night, your body temperature follows a very specific pattern, one that is closely linked to your circadian rhythm. During the day, your body temperature is at its highest, usually peaking in the late afternoon or early evening. This is when you tend to feel most alert, most energetic, most ready for activity. But as evening approaches, your body temperature begins to drop. This drop is a signal to your brain that it is time to start preparing for sleep. It is one of the triggers for melatonin production and for the cascade of changes that lead to sleepiness. By 3 in the morning, your body temperature has dropped to its lowest point, or very close to it. This is called the circadian nadir, the deepest trough in the 24-hour temperature cycle. Your core temperature has dropped by about 1 to 2 degrees from its daytime peak, and this coolness is part of what makes nighttime rest so deep and restorative. This is one of the reasons why a cool room helps you sleep better. When the room is slightly cool, it helps your body reach its target nighttime temperature more easily. And it is also why being warm under the covers feels so comfortable at night. The covers insulate you, keeping your skin warm while your core temperature drops, creating a pleasant mismatch between the cozy warmth on the surface and the gentle coolness at your center. This combination is deeply conducive to sleep. Right now, your body is at its coolest, and the covers around you are at their warmest, and this is a perfect pairing, a collaboration between your biology and your environment that is designed from every angle to promote rest. Everything is aligned. Everything is working together. Your body and your bed are a team, and they are very good at what they do. You might notice the air on your face slightly cooler than the air under the covers. This is pleasant. This contrast between the cool air on your exposed skin and the warmth enveloping the rest of your body is itself a kind of comfort, a sensory experience that your brain interprets as safe, comfortable, and appropriate for rest. So you are in the right place. You are at the right temperature. Your body is at the right phase of its cycle. Everything is aligned for rest, and all you have to do is let it happen. Let the body continue its gentle cooling. Let the covers continue their gentle warming. Let the cool air brush your face and the warm air embrace your body, and let the temperature be what it is, perfect and natural and exactly right. Now let us do something we have done before, but a little differently this time. Let us count, not breaths this time. Let us count something slower. Imagine that you are watching stars appear in the sky, one by one, the way they do just after sunset, when the sky is still a deep blue and the brightest stars are just beginning to show themselves. 1. The first star appears. It is bright and clear, and you notice it with a small spark of pleasure. 2. A second star, a little fainter, a little further away, still lovely, still there. 3. Another one. The sky is getting darker, and the stars are becoming easier to see. 4. The darkness deepens. The stars multiply. 5. You can see the pattern now, the familiar shape of a constellation perhaps, or just a scattering of lights, random and beautiful. 6. More stars. The sky is filling. 7. The darkness is complete now, and the stars are everywhere, and each one is a tiny point of light in the vastness, and you are watching them from below, from the ground, from the bed, from the warm, safe place where you rest. You do not need to keep counting. The stars will continue to appear whether you count them or not. They are always there, above you, beyond the roof and the clouds, shining their ancient light down onto the world, and you are part of the world they shine upon, and their light touches you, softly, faintly, even through the roof, even through the walls, even through the closed lids of your eyes. Rest under the stars. Rest under their light. Rest knowing that the universe is vast and old and beautiful, and that you are a small, warm, precious part of it, and that your rest matters in ways you might never fully understand, but that it matters. Let something else settle now. Let the last remnants of the day's energy drain away, like water finding its level, flowing downward, always downward, until it pools at the lowest point and is still. Let the energy of the day flow out of your muscles and your bones and your skin and collect in the mattress beneath you, absorbed and held and neutralized, leaving you light, leaving you empty, leaving you free. The mattress can hold it. The bed can hold everything you give it. Every worry, every tension, every remnant of the day's activity. Let it all flow downward into the bed, and let the bed hold it, and let yourself be left with nothing, with lightness, with the pleasant emptiness of someone who has set down all their burdens and has nothing left to carry. You are light now, not in the sense of glowing, though you are that too, in your imagination. Light in the sense of unburdened, light in the sense of free, free from the weight of the day, free from the tension of doing and planning and worrying, free to simply be, free to simply rest, free to simply breathe and exist and let the night carry you wherever it goes. This is freedom. This is the truest kind of freedom, the freedom from the need to do anything at all. And it is available to you right now, at 3 a.m, in this bed, in this room, in this quiet, dark, beautiful moment. Take it. Accept it. Let us think about one more thing, something that happens in your brain that is both fascinating and deeply comforting. During rest, your brain activates what scientists call the default mode network. This is a set of brain regions that become active when you are not focused on any particular task, when you are daydreaming or mind-wandering or simply resting with your eyes closed. The default mode network is involved in self-reflection, in imagining the future, in processing the past, in understanding other people, and in maintaining your sense of who you are. When this network is active, your brain is doing something profoundly important. It is integrating your experiences. It is weaving together the threads of your life into a coherent story. It is making connections between things that happened today and things that happened last week and things that happened years ago. It is finding patterns, drawing conclusions, and building the narrative of your life. This happens automatically, without any effort from you. It happens during daydreaming, and it happens during rest, and it happens during the lighter stages of sleep. And it is happening right now as you lie here, not focused on any task, simply resting and listening and being. Your brain is telling you your own story, silently in the background, making sense of your life, finding meaning in your experiences, and preparing you to face tomorrow with a deeper understanding of who you are and where you are going. This is one of the gifts of rest, one of the many, many gifts, and you do not need to be aware of it for it to work. You do not need to guide it or direct it or even know it is happening. It just happens. Your brain just does this, the way your heart beats and your lungs breathe and your cells repair, automatically, faithfully, endlessly. You are being taken care of. In so many ways, at so many levels, by so many systems. Your body is a masterpiece of self-care, and right now, in this quiet moment, every part of it is doing its job, maintaining you, repairing you, making sense of you, taking care of you. Let this knowledge be a comfort. Let it be a final reassurance before we begin to slow down even further, before we enter the quietest, simplest part of the night. Your body is taking care of you. You can trust it. You can let go. You can rest. And so, gently, slowly, with the patience of the ocean and the steadiness of the stars, let us begin to let everything go. The images, the explanations, the metaphors, the science, all of it has served its purpose. All of it has brought you here, to this quiet place, and now you can release it. Let the beach dissolve back into the darkness. Let the forest fade into the silence. Let the garden return to the earth. Let the lake become smooth and invisible. Let the stars remain, if you like, but let everything else go. All that is left is you and the bed and the breath and the dark. 4 things, the simplest possible arrangement, the most restful possible configuration. You, the bed, the breath, the dark, and in this simplicity, peace. The peace that comes from needing nothing, wanting nothing, doing nothing. The peace of the small hours, the peace of the resting body, the peace of the quiet mind, the peace of this one moment at 3 a.m, which has held us for so long and which holds us still. Rest in this peace. Let it fill the spaces between your thoughts. Let it fill the spaces between your breaths. Let it fill the spaces between the beats of your heart. Let it be everywhere, in you and around you, gentle and total and complete. You are at peace. You are at rest. You are safe. You are held. And this is the most beautiful thing in the world, and it is happening right now, and it is happening to you. We are still here, still in this quiet moment at 3 a.m, and the moment continues to hold us, patient and generous, asking nothing, giving everything. Let us check in with the body once more, not with the same detail as before, but gently, briefly, just a soft acknowledgement of each part of you. Your feet, resting, your legs, heavy and warm, your hips, settled into the mattress, your back, supported, your stomach, rising and falling, your chest, breathing, your shoulders, dropped, relaxed, your arms, heavy at your sides, your hands, open and soft, your neck, cradled by the pillow, your face, smooth and calm, all of you resting, all of you held, all of you safe. There is a word in many languages for this kind of moment. The English word might be stillness, but it does not quite capture it. It is more than the absence of movement. It is a presence, a quality, a feeling of being completely, utterly here, with nowhere to go and nothing to do. It is the feeling of the world pausing, of time slowing down, of everything that usually rushes and pushes and demands suddenly stepping back and leaving you alone with your own quiet existence. This is what 3 a.m offers you. This is the gift of the small hours. Not the anxiety of being awake when you should be sleeping, but the rare opportunity to experience stillness, true stillness, the kind that is almost impossible to find during the day. So let us appreciate it. Let us not wish it away. Let us not struggle against it or see it as a problem. Let us instead receive it, this moment of stillness, the way you might receive a gift from someone kind, with gratitude, with openness, with a willingness to simply hold it and let it be what it is. You are alive at 3 a.m. You are conscious and aware in one of the most peaceful moments the day has to offer. And while your body rests and your brain does its quiet work, you have the extraordinary privilege of being here, in the dark, in the silence, in the warmth, experiencing the simple, profound miracle of being. Let us breathe into that. One more breath of light. Inhale, and the light fills you. Exhale, and the light spreads. You are warm. You are bright. You are at the center of your own small, beautiful universe. And now, let us let even that image fade. Let the light dim to a warm glow, and then to a gentle warmth, and then to simply the feeling of being. No images, no stories, no science, just you, just the body, just the breath, just the dark, just the quiet. This is the simplest place, the most restful place, the place beneath all the thinking and imagining and understanding. It is the place where sleep lives, where rest resides, where the deepest kind of peace can be found, and you are very close to it now. You have been moving toward it all through this story, and you are very close. You do not have to cross the threshold. You do not have to fall asleep right now, but if you want to, the door is open, the way is clear. All you have to do is stop holding on and let gravity, let weariness, let the body's own deep intelligence pull you gently down into sleep. And if you do not fall asleep, that is fine. Resting here, on the edge of sleep, is still rest. It is still valuable. It is still giving your body and mind what they need. Let us imagine one more thing, a gentle rain, a warm, soft rain falling on a roof. Your roof, the roof of whatever building you are in. The rain is very light, not a storm, not a downpour, just a gentle, steady drizzle, the kind of rain that makes a soft, continuous sound on the roof, a kind of white noise that fills the room with a quiet, soothing hum, tap, 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 so soft you can barely hear it, so steady it becomes part of the background, part of the fabric of the night, part of the soundtrack of rest. The rain is outside. You are inside. The rain is cold and wet, but you are warm and dry. There is a wonderful comfort in this contrast, in knowing that you are sheltered, that you are protected, that the rain cannot reach you. You can listen to it and appreciate it and let it lull you without ever being touched by it. The roof is above you, and the walls are around you, and the bed is beneath you, and you are safe. The rain falls. The drops accumulate on the roof and run together and flow down the gutters and into the drains and into the earth, where the roots of the trees will drink them tomorrow, where the grass will turn a little greener, where the flowers will have the moisture they need to open in the morning sun. The rain is nourishing the world while you rest. It is doing its gentle work, the same way your body is doing its gentle work, quietly, efficiently, without fuss or fanfare. Listen to the rain, if you like. Even if there is no actual rain outside your window, you can hear it in your imagination. Tap, 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 steady and soft. A lullaby played by the sky on the drum of your roof. A song of shelter and warmth and the deep, simple pleasure of being inside on a rainy night. Let the rain carry you. Let its rhythm join the rhythm of your breath. Let the tapping and the breathing merge into one continuous, flowing sound. A river of quiet noise that carries you downstream, toward rest, toward sleep, toward the soft, dark place where everything is still and everything is warm and everything is safe. You are drifting now. You may not feel it, but you are moving. Not physically, not through space, but through the states of consciousness that lie between waking and sleeping. You are somewhere in the in-between, that liminal space where thoughts become dreamy, where images become fluid, and where the boundary between self and world begins to soften and blur. This is a beautiful place to be. It is the antechamber of sleep, the waiting room, the gentle slope that leads down into the valley of rest. And you do not have to go any faster than you are going. You can take this slope at whatever speed feels right. You can even stop and rest here, in the in-between, and that is fine too. Wherever you are is fine. However fast or slow you are moving is fine. You are doing this perfectly. Let us breathe together one more time, slowly, gently, like the waves, like the wind, like the rain, in and out, in and out. Good. You are here. You are resting. You are safe. Let us cycle back to something we have touched on before, the idea that your body is doing its nightly repair work. Let us look at one more aspect of this, something small but wonderful. Right now, in your skin, in your muscles, in your organs, cells are repairing themselves. Throughout the day, the normal wear and tear of living, of moving, of digesting, of thinking, of simply being, causes minor damage to your cells. DNA gets slightly damaged. Proteins get misfolded. Tiny errors accumulate. And at night, when the body rests, the repair crews go to work. Enzymes move along strands of DNA, checking for errors and fixing them. Damaged proteins are broken down and recycled. New cells are produced to replace old ones. It is a constant, quiet renovation happening in every tissue of your body, and it never stops. It just happens more intensively during rest, when the body can devote more resources to maintenance. This is one of the reasons you heal faster when you rest. A cut heals more quickly when you sleep well. Sore muscles recover more efficiently. Even your brain repairs and reorganizes itself, pruning unused connections and strengthening important ones. Rest is not passive. Rest is deeply, fundamentally active at the cellular level in ways you cannot see or feel, but that make an enormous difference to your health and well-being. And it is happening right now, in you, in this moment. Your cells are repairing themselves while you lie here, warm and still, listening to this voice, breathing gently in the dark. You are being rebuilt, one cell at a time, made stronger and more resilient and more whole. And all you have to do is rest. So, rest. Continue to rest. Let the repair crews do their work. They do not need your supervision. They do not need your direction. They have been doing this every night of your life, and they are experts at it. Trust them. Trust the wisdom of your own body. Trust the billions of years of evolution that designed these systems. They know what they are doing. You can let go. Now, the room, one more time. Notice how familiar it has become, this room in the dark. We have visited it many times now, and each time it is the same dark, the same quiet, the same bed, the same pillow, the same warmth. There is a comfort in this repetition, in knowing that the room has not changed, that it is still here, still safe, still holding you. Repetition is itself a kind of comfort. The familiar is soothing, the known is safe, and this room is known to you, deeply known, and it is safe, deeply safe, and you are comfortable here. The person in the bed, the one listening, has been here for a while now. Their body has grown heavier, their breathing slower, their thoughts more diffuse and dreamlike. They are not quite awake and not quite asleep. They are somewhere in the beautiful in-between, floating gently, held by the mattress and the covers and the voice and the night. And wherever they are, it is a good place. It is a restful place. It is exactly where they should be. You are that person. You are in the bed. You are resting. And I am here, a quiet voice in the dark, keeping you company, asking nothing of you, expecting nothing, just being here, just talking softly while you rest. And we have been talking about so many things, about the room and the bed and the body and the brain, about melatonin and cortisol and circadian rhythms and sleep pressure, about oceans and forests and meadows and lakes, about waves and wind and rain and stars, about thoughts and memories and worries and letting go. We have covered a lot of ground, you and I, and all of it has been in service of one simple idea. You are safe, you are resting, and that is enough. Let this idea be the one thing you hold on to, if you hold on to anything at all. You are safe, you are resting, that is enough. Everything else can go. Every other thought, every other idea, every image and metaphor and scientific fact, let it all go. It served its purpose. It brought you here, to this place of quiet, and now you can let it dissolve the way mist dissolves in the morning sun, gently and completely, leaving nothing behind but clarity and peace. You are safe. You are resting. That is enough. Let us be quiet together for a while now, not completely silent, because the voice will continue, soft and steady, a thread of sound in the darkness, but quieter, simpler, Fewer words, more space between them, more room for the silence that exists between sentences, the silence that is the natural resting state of the world, the silence that is always there, underneath everything, waiting to be noticed. The breath continues. In, out, in, out. Each breath a little wave on a vast, calm sea. Each breath a little sigh of air through the branches of a tree. Each breath a little pulse of light in a field of darkness. Each breath a gift, freely given, asking nothing in return. You are breathing. You are alive. You are resting. And the night is holding you, gently and firmly, the way it holds everything, the trees and the birds and the rivers and the mountains and the oceans and the stars. The night is vast and it holds everything within it, and you are part of that everything, and you are held. Rest. Just rest now. Let the body be heavy. Let the mind be quiet. Let the breath be slow. Let the night be dark. Let the room be still. Let everything be exactly as it is, because everything is exactly as it should be, and you are exactly where you should be, and you are doing exactly what you should be doing. Resting, breathing, being. That is all. That is everything. The night moves on, not quickly, not urgently, just steadily, the way the earth turns, the way rivers flow, the way time passes when you are not watching it. The night moves on, and you move with it, carried forward without effort, drifting through the hours the way a leaf drifts on a slow current. You may have noticed that your thoughts are quieter now, that the spaces between them are wider, that the thoughts themselves are less formed, more like shapes than words, more like feelings than ideas. This is a good sign. This is the mind settling, the way sediment settles in a glass of water. When the water is stirred, the sediment swirls and clouds everything. But when the water is left still, the sediment slowly sinks to the bottom, and the water above becomes clear. Your mind is becoming clear, not in the way of sharp focus, not in the way of problem solving or analysis, but in the way of transparency, of openness, of emptiness, the kind of clarity that comes from letting go of everything, from not holding on to any thought or image or idea, the clarity of a still pond, the clarity of an empty sky, the clarity of this moment, this one quiet moment at 3 a.m, which has been emptied of everything except peace. Rest in this clarity. It does not require effort. It does not require concentration. It requires only the absence of effort, the absence of striving, the willingness to simply be here, unoccupied, unhurried, untroubled. And if a thought does come, let it come. It will not destroy the clarity. It will pass through it the way a bird passes through the sky, briefly visible, briefly present, and then gone. The sky remains, the clarity remains, you remain. Let us visit the ocean one last time, not to explore it or describe it in detail, but just to be near it, just to hear the waves. Hush, sigh, hush, sigh. The waves, always the waves, coming in and going out. The oldest rhythm in the world, the rhythm that was there before life began, before anything with ears existed to hear it. The waves have been doing this for 4 billion years, arriving and retreating, patient and eternal. And your breath has been doing its own version of this for your whole life, arriving and retreating, in and out, rise and fall. You are part of the rhythm. You are part of the great pulse that moves through everything, through the ocean and the air and the blood and the breath. Everything rises and falls. Everything comes and goes. Everything moves in waves. And between the waves, stillness. Always stillness. The ground beneath the waves, the silence beneath the sound, the peace beneath the activity. It is always there, waiting for you, and you can find it at any time by simply being still, by simply resting, by simply letting go. Hush, sigh, hush, sigh. You are the stillness beneath the waves. You are the silence beneath the sound. You are the ground that does not move, even when the water flows over it. And right now, you are very close to that ground. You are resting on it or near it, sinking gently toward it, and it is solid and steady, and it will hold you when you arrive. Let yourself sink, do not resist. The ground is there, the stillness is there, sleep is there, if you want it, or rest, if that is what comes. Either one is a gift, either one is enough. The room is dark and warm and still. Nothing has changed. Nothing needs to change. This is the constant, the anchor, the home base to which we always return. The room, the bed, the body, the breath, these four things, unchanging, reliable, always here, always the same. Like the four corners of a foundation, like the four walls of a shelter, they hold you and protect you and keep you safe. The room, dark and quiet. The bed, soft and warm. The body, heavy and relaxed. The breath, slow and steady. These are your four pillars. These are the things you can count on. When the thoughts swirl, come back to these. When the worries whisper, come back to these. When the mind wanders and gets lost, come back to these. They are always here. They will always bring you back to peace. The room, the bed, the body, the breath. Rest on these pillars. Let them support you. They are strong enough. They are always strong enough. Now let us let the pace slow even further. Let the words come more slowly, with more space between them. Let the silence between the sentences grow wider, like the spaces between stars, like the spaces between heartbeats, like the spaces between breaths. You are resting. You are safe. Your body is warm. Your mind is quiet or growing quiet. The night is dark and peaceful. The bed is holding you. The pillow is soft. The covers are warm, and you are here in the center of all of this, simply being. There is nothing more you need to do. There is nothing more you need to think about. There is nothing more you need to understand or remember or figure out. All of that is done. All of that can wait. All of that belongs to tomorrow, and tomorrow is far away, and right now there is only this. This breath, this moment, this quiet. Let us drift into something even simpler now. Let us just name things, softly, slowly, the way you might name the objects in a room as you are falling asleep, not to catalog them, but just to acknowledge them, to give them a gentle nod before you close your eyes. The ceiling, far above you, steady and still. The walls, around you, holding the space. The floor, beneath the bed, solid and firm. The window, with its curtain, its faint light. The door, closed and quiet. The clock, if there is one, ticking softly or glowing faintly. The air, cool on your face, warm under the covers. The sounds, whatever they are, soft and distant. The dark, everywhere, gentle and complete. And you, in the middle of it all, at rest. That is the whole world right now. That is everything. This room, these objects, this body, this breath, the whole universe, reduced to its simplest, most essential elements. And it is enough. It is more than enough. It is everything you need. Let us stay here. Let us not go anywhere else. Let us not explore any more landscapes or explain any more science or tell any more stories. Let us just be here, in the room, in the bed, in the body, in the breath. The night will continue. The hours will pass. The darkness will eventually soften, very gradually, as the earth turns toward the sun, and the first faint hint of dawn will appear at the edge of the sky, a pale gray light that will slowly brighten until it is morning. But that is far away. That is hours away. And between now and then, there is only this: the dark, the quiet, the rest. And you do not need to stay awake for any of it. You do not need to hear every word. You do not need to follow every thought. You can let go at any time. You can slip into sleep at any moment, and nothing will be lost, and nothing will be missed, and everything will be fine. Sleep is the natural next step, the gentle destination at the end of this long, slow journey through the night. And if it comes for you, let it come. Welcome it. Surrender to it. It is a friend. It is an ally. It has always been on your side. And if it does not come yet, that is fine too. We can stay here a while longer, you and I, in the dark and the quiet, resting together, breathing together, being together. There is no rush. There is no deadline. There is no finish line. There is only this moment, and this moment is infinite, and this moment is peaceful, and this moment is yours. You are safe. You are resting. Your body knows how to sleep. You do not have to force anything. Rest is still valuable, even if you are awake. Thoughts can come and go. You do not have to follow any of them. Your body is taking care of you, even now. This is one quiet moment at 3 a.m, and it is a beautiful moment, and you are in it, and you are at peace. Let the breath carry you now, like a boat on a calm river, like a leaf on a gentle stream, like a cloud drifting across a starlit sky. Let the breath carry you wherever it goes, and wherever it goes is the right place, and whatever you find there is the right thing. In and out, in and out. The river flows, the leaf drifts, the cloud moves, and you float, weightless and warm, cradled by the breath, cradled by the night, cradled by this one quiet moment that has been so generous, so patient, so kind. Float, rest, breathe, be. There is something ancient in what you are doing right now, something that connects you to every human who has ever lived, every person who has ever lain awake in the dark, looking at a ceiling, listening to the night, feeling the weight of their own body on whatever surface held them. From the earliest humans who rested by dying embers in caves, to the people in great cities who sleep in high-rise apartments, to the travelers who have rested under open skies, to you, right here, right now, in your bed, in your room, at 3 a.m, you are part of an unbroken chain of human rest that stretches back to the very beginning, and everyone in that chain has felt what you are feeling: the quiet, the dark, the thoughts that come and go, the body that grows heavy, the breath that slows, the eyes that close, and everyone in that chain has slept, eventually. Sleep has always come. It has never been withheld permanently. It has never abandoned anyone forever. It comes, always, in its own time, in its own way. And it will come for you tonight, or this morning, whenever it is ready, whenever you are ready, and it will carry you gently into its arms, and you will rest, deeply and completely, the way you have rested 10,000 times before. Trust this. Trust the chain. Trust the ancient rhythm of rest that lives in your cells, in your DNA, in the deepest parts of your biology. You are designed for sleep. You are built for rest. And tonight, as every night, your design will carry you through. Rest now. Just rest. The body is heavy. The mind is quiet. The night is deep. The breath is slow. And you are here. And you are safe. And you are loved by the simple, unconditional love of a body that never stops taking care of you, of a heart that never stops beating for you, of a brain that never stops working on your behalf. Rest, breathe, be still. The night holds you, the bed holds you, the moment holds you, and nothing at all, is required of you except this: being here, being alive, being at rest. That is enough. It has always been enough, and it will always be enough. We are nearing the quietest part of this story now, the part where the words become very few, and the spaces between them become very wide, and the silence does most of the work. If you are still awake, know that you are not alone. I am still here, the voice is still here, and it will stay here, gently, softly, for a little while longer, and then it will fade away, like a candle slowly dimming, like the last ember of a fire settling into ash, warm and soft and quiet. And when it fades, you will still be here, in your bed, in your room, in the dark, in the warmth, resting, breathing, being, and that will be enough. Let us just breathe now. Let the breath be everything. In, out, in, out. Each breath is a small wave. Each breath is a small wind. Each breath is a small light. And you are the shore. You are the forest. You are the lantern. You are the thing that receives the wave, the wind, the light, and you are steady, and you are still, and you are here. The bed is still warm. The pillow is still soft. Your body is still heavy. Your eyes are still closed, or closing, or resting somewhere between open and shut. And the darkness around you is complete and gentle, and holds no danger, only quiet, only rest, only the deep, peaceful emptiness of the small hours of the morning. Think of nothing now, if you can, and if you cannot think of nothing, think of something very small. A single star, a single breath, a single heartbeat. Something so simple it requires no thought at all, just awareness, just the barest flicker of attention, and then even that can fade, and you can be left with nothing, with everything, with the pure, simple fact of existing and nothing more. A single star. There it is, in the darkness behind your eyes, shining softly, steadily. It does not flicker. It does not fade. It is just there, a point of light in the vastness, and it is beautiful in its simplicity, and it asks nothing of you, and it gives you everything it has, which is its light, which is its presence, which is the simple fact that it exists. You are like that star. You exist. You shine in your own way, with your own light. And right now, at 3 a.m, your light is soft and dim and turned inward. And that is perfect, because this is the time for softness, for dimness, for turning inward. Rest in your own light. Rest in your own existence. Rest in the simple, irreducible fact that you are here, you are alive, you are breathing, and you are at peace. The night is passing. It passes slowly, but it passes. And with each passing moment, you are 1 moment closer to morning, 1 moment closer to sleep, 1 moment closer to whatever comes next. And you do not need to hurry it along. You do not need to push or pull or wish or worry. The night will pass on its own. The morning will come on its own, and you will be ready for it, rested and renewed, however much or little sleep you get. Because here's a truth that is worth repeating one final time. Rest is valuable, even when you are awake. Lying still is valuable. Breathing calmly is valuable. Being warm and comfortable in the dark is valuable. Your body is benefiting from this right now, regardless of whether you are fully asleep. The muscles are relaxing. The heart is resting. The brain is processing. The immune system is working. The cells are repairing. All of this is happening, and all of it counts, and all of it matters. You have not failed at anything tonight. You have not missed out on anything. You have rested deeply and well in whatever way was available to you, and that rest has been received by your body with gratitude and put to excellent use. You are doing beautifully, truly, even now, especially now. Now, let the voice become very quiet. Let it become a whisper. Let it become the softest sound in the room, softer than the air, softer than the silence, softer than the breath. You are safe. You are resting. The night is holding you. Your body knows what to do. Let go. Let go of everything. Let the thoughts drift away like clouds. Let the images dissolve like mist. Let the words fade like echoes in a canyon. Let everything become simple. Let everything become quiet. Let everything become still. There is only the bed, only the warmth, only the dark, only the breath, and you, resting, safe, at peace. The waves on the shore, hush, sigh. The wind in the trees, shh, shh. The rain on the roof, tap, tap, tap. The beat of your heart, steady, faithful, true. The rise of your chest, the fall of your chest, the rise, the fall. This is the music of the night. This is the lullaby that the world sings to you every evening, whether you notice it or not. And tonight, you have noticed it. You have listened to it. You have let it carry you, and it has brought you here to this very quiet place, this place at the bottom of the valley, the very center of the night, where everything is still. And now, if sleep wants to come, let it come. Open the door for it. Roll out the welcome mat. Say, I have been waiting for you, and I am glad you are here. And let it take you, gently and completely, into its soft, dark arms. And if sleep does not come right now, that is all right too. We can stay here. We can rest here. There is no end to the stillness, no bottom to the quiet, no limit to the peace that is available to you in this moment. Just be here. Just breathe. Just rest. The story of one quiet moment at 3 a.m. is almost complete, but the moment itself goes on. It goes on, stretching out in every direction, holding everything within it, timeless and vast and infinitely gentle. You are in the moment. You are part of the moment. You are the moment. And the moment is peaceful. And the moment is warm. And the moment is safe. And the moment is yours. Rest now. Rest for as long as you need. Rest for as long as you like. The morning will be there when you are ready for it. The day will be there. The world will be there. Everything will be there. Exactly as it should be. Exactly as it always is. But for now, there is only rest, only warmth, only quiet, only breath, only this, only you. Sleep well or rest well, whichever comes. Both are gifts, both are precious, both are enough. You are enough. This moment is enough. Good night, and one last breath. Slow and deep and easy. In and out. And now, silence. The good, gentle, healing silence of the night. It is yours. Rest in it. Wrap yourself in it. Let it hold you the way the bed holds you, the way the dark holds you, the way the night holds you. You are safe. You are resting. You are at peace. And that is the end of this story and the beginning of your rest. And both of them are beautiful, and both of them are enough.